Welcome, everybody, to episode 209 of the My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me podcast. That's right, we're here. We're back. It's been 2 weeks. We took last week off. We went to a toy show. It was therapeutic. It was wonderful. It was great. I didn't really enjoy myself, but that's what the others say. Speaking of the others, everyone knows I don't do the show alone. I do have the best two co-hosts a host could have. Travis Bowles is here. How you doing, Trav?
Wonderful. Thanks for having me, Steven.
Next to him and across from me is Pete McCarthy. How are you today, Pete?
I'm okay. I'm still a little bit upset about the way I was treated in a drive-thru line last weekend.
Oh, my gosh. We are going to get to this story.
No, I'm doing good, man.
That story will be talked about today. People need to know what it is. You think you like Pete? Oh, yeah. I'm going to vote for Pete for my favorite host. Yeah, we'll spend some time with him. You come down here and you spend a weekend with him, and then you see if he's your favorite. You'll come in here, look me in the eye, and say, yeah, I enjoyed that. I'll tell
After
you
I drove to his house to pick him up.
That was nice. Thank you.
Because he's too good to meet us at fucking Russ's.
The Lord title really is fitting.
I see you guys left me this parking spot right in front of the door. Everybody, I got in, and I'm like,
an accident.
And I'm like, look at this. This is just for me. They know.
You know, I was the first one here. Do you know why I parked where I did?
I couldn't care less.
Because if I parked in the spot that you parked in, I have to go out and then around a vehicle, where now I can just go straight out the door to my driver's door. It's just lazy. It saved me a half a step.
Brilliant, though. Yeah. Noted.
As you all can hear, my partner in life.
Oh.
My partner in Motu fandom. The joy. There's joy in my heart. And I refer to that joy as Jeremy DeWitt, and he is here. How you doing, Jeremy?
Oh, fucking way better now that you just stroked me.
The joy in my heart and the reason I pull out and fart, Jeremy DeWitt.
Was that our release noise?
Yeah. I'm assuming. I've never seen it.
Oh,
wow. I've seen it. I didn't hear it. I guess I
can
should
record
say.
it for you next time.
Also in the room, off mic for now, we do have a guest. An observer, if you will. Member of a podcast. Another Motu podcast. I think he would be considered our competition. What do you think, Jeremy?
Goddamn right.
I heard he steals a lot of your material as well.
That's, yeah, very true.
Tell you what,
True.
you can steal it, but you can't replicate it.
Absolutely not. That fire, that passion, the love between you two, like I'm feeling uncomfortable right now. There's so much heat between you two when you lock eyes. Woo.
It's
Just,
it's
unfortunately,
real.
it's just weight based.
Matthew Duch from that grayskull pot. What's it called?
Legends of Grayskull podcast, Steven. Thank you for having me.
I listen weekly.
Well, we're bi-weekly, so.
But I
See, but that's exactly why. That's why you'll never be Pochu, because you're only bi-weekly. These guys are full-on gay, and that's why you'll never be Pochu.
we were bi-weekly. Lately, we've been tri-weekly.
Yeah, because we try to get together.
I was gonna say, why don't you guys try to do a good podcast? That'd be awesome.
Oh, I think we're churning out gold, but it's
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, there's no schedule. There's
Yeah.
no rhyme or reason.
Pop it right out.
They get
Churn out that butt butter.
they get together to podcast, and then they get distracted and just end up not recording anything that's fit to air.
Oh, see, we bring up all the excitement during the show, and then we have the full-on release afterwards that we don't.
Foreplay. I love it.
Or record.
What exactly is a hand job, Trav? Well, that's when a guy grabs a hold of your dick.
Holy fuck! I scream cried at work.
Oh, God, so good. I have two questions for Matt. First one being, how'd you find us? And two, I guess, what was your experience coming in and sitting down with us this morning as we broke bread?
Well, first off, finding you guys. It's actually all thanks to Sean Scavarna. Thank you, Sean. You're amazing. He is my co-host on Legends of Grayskull podcast. If you guys haven't heard, I do have a podcast. It's Legends of Grayskull podcast. Go check it out.
What's it about?
It's about Legends of Grayskull. It's a Masters of the Universe podcast. We dive deep into the stories, the literature, the lore, comics, mini comics, all that.
They actually know what they're talking about.
It's a good podcast, but I would love to see these two knuckleheads try to listen to it.
They
think ours is too
Like-
in depth and boring. They think ours is. They think Potu is.
Right.
Damn, try to listen to that.
We are the ones who break down the stories. We come up with our own stories. We find ways to. One of the big segments that we have is called Remastering Their Universe, where we take.
Look at Travis. He wants to give you a swirly.
I know, but
You know what? I can't take you seriously without underwear on your head. I don't know what's happening here.
and that we are definitely for the niche audience of Masters fans, the hardcore ones. Like I said, Remastering Their Universe is where we take these episodes or stories that might not be so beloved or they suck. I mean, let's be honest here. And we take them and we go, how can we make this better? What was missing? What do you need to do? You know, and
Basically,
we have a lot
our
of fun.
childhood sucked, so now we're gonna make it better.
Right. and we review all the good stuff too. But
Where
yes,
we make ours worse.
They are a much more mainstream Masters of the Universe podcast. So
Which is an
Oh my
oxymoron.
God.
Sold out.
Are you so you run an underground Motu podcast?
that's right.
So listeners, you guys know a lot about me, and y'all need to understand that this has nothing to do with Matt. It has nothing to do with Sean, who's also an incredibly talented artist.
Oh, he is absolutely.
And I will forever treasure my awesome snout spout that he did for me. Yeah. But I hate your show.
Sure.
But let me finish, Travis. And I hate it. The reason I hate every other show that doesn't have me on it. Because I only listen for me, and I don't even listen to us for me. So, hey, podcasters, I don't care if you're fucking Joe Rogan. I don't listen to your show because I'm not on it. I don't give a fuck. Right. You know what I mean? So
what I'm hearing is you want to come on our show.
You don't want me on your show. I
will say, when you were on our show, that was like one of our better you came fucking prepared.
Well, and see, but that's so the whole thing for me is I don't know that I fucking had to work
you
to
did.
be
You put in
like
some
I
effort.
didn't even comb my hair to show up here today. Like I put time in to be on your show, you know. And realistically, when it comes down to like what you guys are describing, I don't have anything to offer except for maybe an occasional humor, but my occasional humor doesn't always make everyone laugh. So, but that's the coolest thing about podcasting is we understand that we are not for a lot of people, and that's what's great about it. If you want to enjoy a podcast, you can find something for you.
Absolutely.
And that's what's amazing about the whole thing in general. Travis said it an hour ago. I can't fucking believe 5 years later we're still recording shit, you know? But yeah, no, that's super fun. So make sure, what are your platforms?
We're everywhere. We got the YouTube where we do the video, and then we're also release the audio every episode, and you can find us Podbean, Podmatic, Stitcher, Spotify, anywhere and everything that you can think of. But so Sean and me became good friends. Actually, you mentioned he's a great artist. He is. That's how we first got in touch. Is through one of the groups I won a She-Ra and Swiftwind piece from him.
Oh,
and
cool.
And then we just started talking, and probably about a year later, we're just like, hey, we can do that. Let's do our own. We got so much to say. And
yeah, we should definitely become a thrift store, Jeremy.
Was it you?
Dollar General Potu. Dollar General Potu.
Refresh my memory. Sean ended up on.
He's also on Council of the First Ones.
Yeah. Were you as well?
No.
You were not.
No,
For the love of all that is good and holy, how many He-Man podcasts are
this
there?
one's a She-Ra podcast.
Honestly, well, they're
but
they're all around. No, Council of First.
There's the She-Ra podcast.
Well, Council of the First Ones is a callback
She-Ra
to a She-Ra
reference.
episode.
I actually just started a new podcast. Jeremy and I were doing all we do is discuss Grumpy Cat memes. It's awesome. We're super excited about it. It's coming up here very shortly.
That could be a Patreon episode.
You joke, but I bet you can find one if you search
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
Right.
So then how did you guys find who these guys
That's what I'm
are?
getting to. But
Okay,
Pete keeps interrupting.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I was on your show, Matt.
Right.
Please continue. Please remaster. My wife is gonna kill me.
Oh, I could. Actually, it's funny. I just listened to the first episode with Matt Rodriguez on. And
I'm sorry.
The first thing he did was like, "Well, have you guys ever thought about changing your names? Like maybe my wife."
I remember that.
My
Now
wife.
that he says that.
My wife is glaring at me. Podcast or something like that. Get a little more family friendly, you know. And no, I'm not going to do that.
Well,
to you.
fuck you, Matt Rodriguez.
We got Matthew Duch here, but Matthew Rodriguez is the real douche.
Fuck Matt Rodriguez.
Oh, you know you would. He is dreamy.
Oh yeah.
I know. He's hit the wall. When he first started coming around, you should have seen him then.
Oh, I should have.
I've seen him a couple years ago.
I only know old and saggy Matt, so.
The thing is it's really counterintuitive because he wears those short shorts, and I'm like, oh yeah. And then he takes his hat off, and I'm like, oh my god, he's 60. So, like his hairline's not receding; it's actively running, like it's fleeing for its life.
Retreat.
Yeah,
Full on
it's
retreat.
Full on retreat.
Yes.
Matt listened to the last episode, I believe, and he texted us and said, "Wow."
Rodriguez, you're talking about.
Yes, Matt Rodriguez, and he said, "Wow, an hour and 35 minutes in before you guys shit on me."
We're trying, Matt.
We got to get there.
There's only so much shit to spread.
But yeah, so me and Sean started our podcast, and then during our first year, we did a thing called All Stars September, where we brought on, we had Danielle Galerta, who's worked on the property, did a lot of the Dark Horse books, James Etok, who is the Filmation expert, and Sean threw out there that we should get the podcasters of the universe on. And I'd known about Jeremy and Steve, but I had never actually watched or listened or anything. And we did end up bringing them on for one episode that was lost due to technical difficulties. And then they were even nice enough to come along for a second one that made it to air. And that's when I started listening to Po2 and getting caught up on that, and they're great guys. And every once in a while they would mention Steve's other podcast. And finally, just one day, it was only maybe 3-4 months ago, honestly, I turned on the latest episode. It was appropriately entitled something like the shit episode or something like that. Pete wasn't there, and the description was like, this is going to be the worst episode ever.
And it wasn't.
And it wasn't,
At
actually.
the time. It got other times I wasn't there, they were worse.
I think
And then 2.0 happened.
This is after
I love 2.0. But and so then I listened, I fell in love, and I've been binging the back catalog ever since. I've got like 2 episodes left that have been released that I haven't listened to, and it's just a great
more
time.
than I have.
I'm telling you right now, this guy's one of the bravest people I've ever met. Because he had the balls to walk into this room and talk about how much he loves Mo2 and 2.0.
Yes.
You're in the lion's den, homie.
And,
So-
and of course the 1.0. I mean, it all works together. It's a great show. And what Travis was alluding to with the second question is, we sat and ate some pizza. Phenomenal pizza, by the way.
Very
Breakfast pizza. Oh my God. But I was sitting there almost choked on my pizza because everything you guys see right here and listen to right here, it was happening out there. The minute I walked through the door, it was an episode going. The camaraderie between you guys is just amazing, and I think that's what draws me to this show.
That and the sex appeal.
It's oh my
I
God!
keep waiting for him to finish off the trifecta between the Mo2 and the 2.0. He's going to tell me how much he likes Justice Curry, and I'm going to flip this fucking table.
I love messing with Justice Curry. Does that count?
That's why you're one of us.
There you go.
Awesome. Super sweet. I will tell you, this is one of my favorite parts. I've always told you guys,
Oh, yeah.
making new friends is what I love about this.
Especially ones that like to shit on Justice Curry.
Legends of Grayskull.
Yep.
Real quick, I just want to hit a couple of these comments.
Oh man, they're
before. Yeah, some really good ones here, and a lot of people saying morning. Definitely morning.
Hello.
I'll tell you what's weird, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like officially old. Like I wake up at 7, and I'm like, I guess I'm just up.
No,
yeah.
I did the same thing today.
I'm more of a 9 o'clock guy.
I wish. Corey Guns, longtime listener, first time catching you live. I love you guys, and not the kind of love that goes on in PO2.
Fuck you.
Joking.
That's great love. That's
Motu
deep
favorite toy line. PO2 got me to my wife is gonna kill me. Yep. Just,
All
like,
right.
The
just like
one-
Matt here.
You're okay, Corey.
Yeah. 1-6 shooter. I'm gonna start a Star Wars podcast, and all we're gonna talk about is Zuvio, which would be
Zuvio.
freaking awesome.
Let's do it.
You know what? The reality is, 1-6 is so talented.
Probably make it good.
Yeah, Trevor would
he'd
make
pull-
it
he'd
good.
pull it
Yeah,
off.
he would make it good. Maverick wants to know if I was finally able to figure out Cody's instructions. Cody is back, so that's why we're back.
Oh, so Maverick Slam Ding Dong, what you need to understand is those stripper moves were actually for a listener who texted us and said he was on the toilet jacking off while watching us. So I was just trying to help him along.
Hey guys,
And he could use all the help he could get because he's elderly. I'm not going to say any names.
I'm gonna do something that's gonna make Cody really happy and proud of me.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
If you're listening to us, you're catching us on YouTube. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button
Ooh.
because Cody's life goal is to get us to 1,000 subscribers, and we got to get there.
That
Where
is
are
true.
you guys at right now?
I don't know, probably I think 12.
We're at 14.
14. Nice.
So
We're gonna work on it.
if you haven't done it, come on. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. And if you want me to say it cool like all the other people on YouTube do, smash that subscribe button right now.
Ring the bell so you know if we go live.
I'm glad you guys are joining us today as we do this. Hopefully, you won't fall asleep. We'll try to make it interesting for you.
295 is the actual number if you guys are interested.
That's it.
Legends of Grayskull is at 318.
Sorry.
I'm just putting that out there.
But to be fair, you promote it. They don't.
I promote it.
So that's still pretty good.
You know, I do struggle like this balancing act too. Like I literally have had people tell us one of the things they love about our show is that we're not
We're never called.
We're not.
We rarely.
ask for like the handouts, you know, and I get it. You know, I totally understand that. But obviously this will help us out a little bit. So if you guys could do it, we'd appreciate it.
Do it for Cody.
Yeah.
For no other reason, do it so we're not second fiddle to podcasters of the Grayskull or whatever. It was bad enough we spent the first 2 years right behind Scrap Gals on fucking hobbies on iTunes.
Yeah,
Fucking
Gals.
Scrap Gals.
I freaking listened to them for a while too.
So
was
did
like,
I.
I'm
Actually
gonna find
became friends
out.
with them.
I'm gonna find out what it takes to be number one.
I had to know the secret sauce, and they got it. And they got it in. Yeah.
Do you remember what it was? Why we beat them? Why we overtook them?
Why we did?
Yeah.
Well, they passed away, right?
Oh,
They were like 80, weren't they?
No, they've been dead for a while. They've still beaten us, but
I was just saying.
I never
remember
heard
what it
about
was?
No.
the Scrap Gals.
oh, there was
What
very
called?
early in our
you
podcasting
did
career
listen to
we
the
were
episode.
competing.
Number 2 in the hobbies category behind Scrap Gals,
Nice.
They
Yeah.
talked about scrapbooking.
which
Oh,
I
shit,
thought.
that's popular though.
First off, but I honestly thought it was like a female fight club at first, and then I listened.
That'd
it
be
was-
way better.
Yeah, and it was all about crickets.
Take out your 9-inch 9-inch scissors and just cut diagonally along the picture. What you want to do is you want to preserve the family connection here in this picture and get rid of the clouds because in the back they're horrible.
And and we don't like to play favorites, but we're Fiskars gals. The Fiskars they keep a good sharp edge. So
I could tell you how we beat them. Steve changed our thing that our category we were in.
Yeah. And now we fight weekly with Coin Week. Coin collectors.
okay, I got a pocket full of Susan B. Anthony's. I'm gonna blow your fucking minds, guys. Oh my God! Suck my sack of Joey. Look at this thing. Coin is mint.
Oh. fuck.
Yep.
You think you've got wheat pennies? Fuck you. Jeez, one Buffalo nickel joke and you guys.
We old.
You know what their sign off is? See you next week. Until then, don't take any wooden nickels.
Please tell me that's real.
No, it's not. I made it up.
That was good.
This show needs to happen.
Don't take any wooden nickels.
Jeez.
All I got to say is fuck Canadian. Moving right along.
All right.
I do want to mention we have been allowed to kind of go back out into the world, and we've had 2 weekends of toy shows in a row.
That is true.
Yeah, and
I'm already ready to shut this shit down.
Steve was coughing on people on purpose, trying to get the venue closed.
nobody. Anyway, so, I will say it was interesting watching the live video that people had posted, and every time Steve would have no mask on in the live video, and he every time would be like,
Throw it up real quick.
do you recall this?
Nah. What live video?
At the toy show.
Yeah. I don't care.
He cares, but he don't care.
Oh, I've got the vaccine now.
So now you're good.
I mean, I can pass it, but that's your fault if you get it. You shouldn't be at a damn toy show.
I don't think that's accurate.
So,
Hey.
so the wonderful thing was getting to go out and see your friends again. I mean, obviously making money was awesome too, but it just, especially that Grand Rapids show, almost everybody was there, and that was awesome. I mean,
it was like MesquiCon almost.
Yeah.
Except better. I mean, because it actually happened.
Well, no, the main. He's right, Trav. It was better. It was better because at MesquiCon he sits and gets devastating blow after blow of people not wanting to buy his shitty art. That didn't happen in Grand Rapids because he wasn't selling. So.
Did you sell any heads in Grand Rapids?
Yes, one.
Okay.
Scott Wiles?
No, Alex Torres.
Nice. Okay. What do you buy? It didn't matter enough to you. Okay, no problem. So,
No, I don't know what he bought. What the hell? That's weird, but yeah, I can't think of it right now.
Well, I will tell you, I sold three of Steve's heads yesterday.
You sold more at the shitty mall show than that toy show. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking
What?
1-6 shooter. Just started a Stinkor only channel, and I've already got 300 subscribers.
I don't doubt it.
I don't either.
And you know what? I do want to say right quick. That is one thing, though, that you can't even compare it to. Because you've got those channels out there that just release those little, 5-minute, 2-minute, 30-second, funny videos or whatever. And that is, a whole different genre to me. Because, yeah, those guys will get to, 1,000 subscribers in an afternoon.
Yeah.
Thousands of views. But we don't want that. All of us are higher class than that. We want those guys that are going to sit there and listen to us bullshit for an hour.
Nah, fuck that. Po2's going TikTok only.
TikTok. I'd still watch.
You guys having a TikTok channel would be epic.
And honestly, you'd fit right into all the TikToks that I follow because you have huge tits, Jeremy.
That's true. I could do
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Why are you watching me? This is weird.
Yeah.
I'm hard.
There's a lot of dudes who jack off to watching that shit.
I feel a tingling in my nether region.
Sorry, I didn't mean to raise the fucking temperature in here.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, so it was great having those shows back, and also meant I got to buy more toys.
How big was the one last weekend that I was not able to attend?
You didn't make it to that one?
No, it was
Half the size of the reptile show that was taking up the other part of the abandoned grocery store.
It was small,
have a
but
good turnout?
it was good for small.
30 probably
Yeah.
vendors?
Oh, it was fun.
Okay.
So
There was good stuff. Well, you watched the walkthrough video. You kind of should know.
Yeah, but I was mainly just looking at toys, not really the stuff around it.
Yeah, it was probably about 30 people. I mean, it was like literally like it was a closed,
right.
like
it's an abandoned grocery
or-
store.
Were there a lot of people that went through there?
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought
Felt
so.
like it, yeah.
it was.
yeah.
People were ready to get back into the world. You could
Oh, yeah.
tell.
Yeah,
So-
that was the same yesterday at the Grand Rapids toy show there. It was like, I mean, shoulder to shoulder for a minute.
Yeah.
But-
And I just it's people are ready. My fear is I don't know when we're gonna get the big shows back.
Right.
You know, and that's those are the make it or break it weekends for like a toy vendor.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, like Mesquite-Con and yeah.
Yeah. So I just have hopes that that's coming, and hopefully it is. We'll see, of course, but I'm gonna hate if that part of this is done. Yeah.
I don't know, man. After standing for 4 hours in Grand Rapids, I don't know if I can do 3 days at Grand Rapids anymore. So
Understandable.
And they were promoting Grand Rapids Comic-Con heavily at the show yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, the promoter was there, I'm sure.
Yep.
I'm sure it would. I've never been to that show, but
Right.
obviously they're planning on going, so that's
Yeah.
a good sign.
Yeah.
Whether you like that show or not.
Well, a lot of places are still planning, but then you get the inevitable.
we're hoping to pull off Toy Haven in September. And that'll be
that's
a
good
big
one.
That'll be a big deal for us for the future of, or for next year's Mesquite-Con and Tulip City.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of that show, I rode there with Pete. Pete picked me up. He picked Cody up. We were gonna he really wanted to pick me up at Russ's, which is about a mile from my house.
no,
Everybody wants to pick me up at Russ's. It's like I have to jump in a vehicle, drive to Russ's is a restaurant for those of you who don't live around here.
it's 12 miles off the highway round trip. To
Bullshit.
Go pick up Steve.
It is.
It
not.
is.
It is not 12
From-
miles.
From 12 minutes.
From the highway?
12 minutes.
Oh, 12 minutes?
Did I say miles?
Yeah,
I
you
thought I
said
said
miles.
minutes.
Yeah.
I apologize. It's 12 minutes. 6 minutes there, 6 minutes back. It's
For-
12
to my
minutes round
house.
trip. Yeah, from the highway.
Okay.
Yeah.
From the highway? No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
To get back on the highway. Get to your house, get back on the highway. 12 minutes.
Let's
into
be
it.
honest, Steve. When someone pulls in your driveway, it's not like you are running out to get in.
Actually, this time he was
he's
sitting in
getting
his
out of
truck and it
bed.
was running because he was prepared to drive to Russ's.
I mean, I'm just saying. By the time you
It's
get
15
in
minutes.
the car, I mean, it's 15 minutes.
Yeah, how many times have you guys gotten breakfast when you come to pick me up at my house?
Probably twice.
Not this time.
Well, because you told me you were picking me up at Russ's. That's why I was in the vehicle with it running. Then Cody says, we're coming to
I
you.
thought you were in the vehicle running because you just were finally going to end it all, and you wanted me to be the one to find you. So, because Courtney ain't going to lift your ass out of that fucking Jeep.
Nobody's lifted my ass out
Hey,
of that
Pete,
Jeep.
that's how my dad died.
What?
That's yeah. Great joke.
Carbon monoxide?
Great joke,
Yeah.
Pete.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I
Oh, I forgot we're
Yeah.
on the podcast where we're really sensitive about people's dead parents. That's
yes.
my fault.
There you go. Finally.
If only you understood, Pete.
So, Pete picks me up. We go to McDonald's. We're in the line at McDonald's. Pete, we order. Pete,
And I knew that too. I did. I changed the lyrics of the song "Making Fun of Potu" to not offend you. I totally just.
I
did.
don't get offended.
So we place our order. We go around the line, and Pete decides he has to make a text. Mind you,
Gotta make a text.
Gotta
he
make
has to
one.
make a text. So he steps on the brake. He makes the text. He's holding up the people behind him. Now, in his defense, there was nowhere to go because there was still like 2 cars behind the pay window. So we weren't really holding anybody up. But still, he wasn't pulling forward. It's one of those lines where the 2 lines merge. People get a little dicey in that. It's, it's a little aggressive, that situation where you merge at McDonald's.
Makes me anxious.
Yeah, it does. It's like, am I going to pull in front of this guy? Is he going to get mad? Do I should I
Yeah.
just let everybody go in front of me, which is usually what I do because I'm a pussy. And anyways,
You're my pussy.
ooh, nice.
Hey, Cody, can I get a Coke? Thank you.
So this person behind us is in such a hurry, has such anxiety that it honks the horn at Pete. Now, I will admit it's a little irritating when somebody does something like that. Oh, yeah. Although Pete is texting, and that's a little irritating too when you look up in your mirror, you see their head down, they're texting, foot on the brake when they can move up. It's also irritating.
Like,
my head wasn't down. My neck is so fat, my head doesn't go down. So
I think it was pretty. It was apparent. Shine. It was apparent what you were doing. Pete goes off the rails.
I said you got dissed.
Starts yelling. Curtis. Roll his window. I don't know, was your window already down?
My window was already down.
Already down. He's like got his head half out the window. And I don't know what you were saying, but it was just. It was Pete.
I gave him the business.
I want to.
You don't get to honk at me with no rebuttal.
Somebody needs to make a Muppet of Pete.
Not only is that
so good
right there embarrassing and
say,
weird.
How'd you feel?
And making probably Cody, he's not in here to speak for himself, but both of us just kind of sunk down in our seats.
He was wearing a He-Man shirt in a minivan, and I'm embarrassing him. So, yeah.
Not only is that an experience in itself, but we have a 45-minute ride to Grand Rapids.
Following this, and the whole freaking time, Pete will not let it go.
I was like Happy Gilmore sitting in Subway. God damn it, I hate that Bob Barker.
Everybody on the road that didn't use their blinker. Oh, why don't you just go get in the line of McDonald's and honk at people?
That's hilarious. It's an exaggeration, but that's funny.
No, I don't think it's an exaggeration. I wish Cody was in here because Cody would back me on this. Every little thing that happened went back to McDonald's. He was everything that happened in his life went back. He was talking about Amy Scott at one point.
That actually happened.
Well,
sitting over there just nodding. Yep, I did that.
Well, he's something Amy Scott would do.
I didn't realize Oliver Peterson was in the McDonald's drive-thru behind me.
And I'm like, you really have problems letting stuff go. I mean, it is.
They honked the horn, and I yelled out the window, "Why don't you post on the Cabal that you're upset about the in-stock sale?" Oh. So, yeah, I was fired up.
And this is so bad because we've got Pearson with us. Pearson is his son. How old's Pearson?
10.
Pearson's 10.
Yeah.
Pearson's in the back doing what all kids do, head down, playing a video game on something. I don't know if it was his phone or whatever. Doesn't matter. It was a Switch. Yeah. Okay, so he's down there just he's kind of like taking all this in half-ass, you know. And we go to an exit, and I believe somebody was not turning at a green light or something, and Pete's like, "Oh, geez, I just honk the horn like I'm in the line of McDonald's."
I didn't honk the horn, though.
And Pearson made a comment. It was like a dick comment towards the person ahead of us.
It was before I didn't say anything. I said, apparently this person's not going to turn. And he goes, "Just honk the horn at him, Dad." So.
Yeah, but Pearson thought that was the same car from McDonald's.
Well, that was when we were getting on the highway. The one that pulled up next to us because they were eating McDonald's in the car. And I made the comment. I thought I might say, "Well, honk back at him, Dad." I was like, he's got a little girl there. I don't know if it was him or not. I don't want to pick a fight with somebody who. I don't want to beat a guy's ass in front of his daughter if it wasn't him.
Yeah, because I'm sure you're gonna get out and you're just gonna kick some ass.
I figured you'd at least tear somebody's bra off or something. You had my back, right? So we were in the same van. You know, ride or die, man. Bad boys for life.
I mean, I get it. They didn't spray dirt into the car, but come on.
Oh yes. I was like, "Steve, we're gonna have to fight this guy." And for some reason, he instantly took his shirt off. Like, what are you doing, Steve?
That's what men do.
Wrapped it around his fist in case he had to punch this guy in the helmet. I'm like, "Don't punch that kid. He's got a helmet on in a car. There's obviously something wrong, Steven. You can't punch people like that."
Just give him an art print.
I couldn't. He had all his limbs. If he could have, he didn't qualify for the free print program.
So fun.
Lose a limb, get a free print.
You learn the error of your ways.
No, you guys taught me. Apparently, I have to kiss everybody's ass just because they've lost a fucking limb. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's been a hard life now that I'm disabled. Doesn't seem too hard. You get everything for free. I'm about ready to cut off a limb myself. I can get to the front of the line. I get free art prints. Everybody's going to kiss my ass. Oh, do you want me to get that for you? Yeah, I do. And if you don't, my friends will shame me.
But I'm an asshole because somebody honked at me and made me mad.
I don't know where this starts, but
there's a lot of articulation jokes about Pete.
Yeah. Articulation jokes?
William White said Pete's limited head articulation.
Hey, McFarlane didn't want me to be able to look down, okay?
Which is exactly what Christopher said. He said, I didn't realize Pete was a McFarlane figure.
Oh.
Pete's got a Super 7 figurehead.
This is all I can do.
John Caulfield.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
10-inch cock said I've got 4 points of articulation.
4. You don't even have 5. He doesn't turn at the waist. He doesn't
solid figure with just arm articulation.
It's arm and legs can go this. His arms can do this.
I've got some articulation.
Yeah, the Tarzan.
My joints are getting loose.
He's got that
my wife's
curved hand like a Motu knockoff has sometimes.
Yeah. Cradle the balls.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
And to Curtis Ackerman, I will do better. On my podcast, I don't share a mic with Travis. You can understand why I'm a little leery about getting too close to it. Just saying.
At least his shirt's on.
For now.
For now, yeah.
I just want to explain something here. Matthew Duch was originally told he couldn't come in the room. Now he's in the room. Then he was told, okay, but you got to stay off mic. Now he's moving closer to Travis, and he's just itchy. Pretty soon he's going to be on Travis's lap.
And we're going to have to dissect why Faker's role was minimal in the minicomic.
Well, his original release.
Nobody cares, Matt. Nobody cares.
Actually.
It's funny that Steve makes fun of me when they just went over the scrap mini comic I was going to reference. But, you know.
Of course. He knows.
Damn. I gotta take my grandpa sweater off. It's getting warm.
Oh.
It's getting warm.
He's got that black Kurt Cobain.
That brings us to toy news.
Toy news? What have you got for toy news?
I have nothing.
What? Isn't something ending? Isn't there a pre-order ending for the Horseman or something we should talk about?
Look at his points of articulation. He can't even get his sweater on.
We might
Help.
Thank you.
We might have to cut him out of it.
You tell me.
He's the toy news guy.
Well, toy news, the Horsemen are doing in-stock sales on Friday, Trav.
Oh, yeah, every Friday.
Every Friday. They've got about 40,000 figures, I think. They're getting caught up by bots,
I hadn't heard about
unfortunately,
any of this. No one's talking about it online. How should I know about this?
No.
I had to go to the obscure corners of the interwebs to figure this out.
I know the Thunder Tank pre-orders are ending soon. I don't know the date. I figured Travis would have that. That's his job, is to have this shit for toy news. And I did see a message from Flynn saying, thank you. Hey, this is coming to an end, and we're going to have to wrap this stuff up. So Thunder Tank and, Lion-O, Panthro, and Mummer the Ever-Living will all be going away from the pre-ordering situation.
I know when, but I was told I couldn't be on the mic, so you know what?
You do know when?
I do know when.
Well, I'll give you permission.
Okay, cool. April 2nd.
April 2nd, coming up soon.
Is that one of those, if they don't make enough, they're not doing it, or is that just a pre-order?
He has said nothing about it not going forward, or
So it's not like Unicron or the Sail Barge or anything.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Super 7 hasn't really done that, except maybe, did they even do that with Snake Mountain? I think they did that with Snake Mountain.
Snake Mountain,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it.
Yeah, there's been no thermometer or, no real promotion besides the initial. I mean, and a few interviews here and there, but that definitely doesn't feel like it's a do or die.
No.
Apparently, they're happy enough, would be my guess. A certain purple winged creature was revealed from NECA.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, the internet, if you didn't see this, I don't know how. Gargoyles is happening with NECA. They've released a photo of Goliath. What are you guys' thoughts?
Goliath looks awesome. It's a great cartoon. I remember the cartoon well. It's available on Disney Plus if you want to go back and watch this. This is one of the early what I would call good cartoons that actually had some substance, some storyline to it that happened in the 90s. So yeah, it's a cool figure. I probably will not be going down this road because I collect so much other crap, but I do think it's really cool, and I'm happy for people who have wanted, this for sure.
What do you think, Jeremy?
I think it looks beautiful.
Yen or?
No, not at all. No, I don't have a lot. It was on before school, like when I was in high school, but I was usually just trying to get it on with the chick that was over at my house before school or something.
I feel like
it was on in the background.
I feel like Gargoyles also falls into that same time range for me as well.
Ooh.
It was kind of late.
Then I see pictures like that, and I go...
I mean, it's beautiful. It does look awesome.
I go, damn, why wouldn't you want that?
I don't know how you don't buy it, to be honest. I understand the problem about getting into other lines and all those things, but even just from a standpoint of being able to use even just parts with Mythics, I don't know. I don't know. That is quite possibly one of the coolest looking toys I've seen in a while.
Beautiful.
That isn't attached to Mythic Legions, in my opinion. So I am going to buy a bunch of these. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I continue down, because I don't have. While I remember the cartoon being enjoyable, and I know a lot of people love it, I don't have a nostalgia aspect to it. So.
Right. Same.
Peter,
this was my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
This is what I grew up on. I loved this cartoon. This was one of my favorites growing up. I mean, I'm going to talk about how I won't be in. Somebody will get it that didn't want it, and they'll bring it in, show it to me. I'll be jealous. We'll make some Poverty Pete jokes, and then we'll move on. So,
it is a weird situation because it is a pre-order, I believe, and when it's gone, just like a lot of stuff.
Then that's something you should buy, even if as a flip.
Yeah.
Is that how they're doing it? It's a pre-order thing?
I think so, and
NECA is so weird about.
I don't know.
Stuff.
I guess I shouldn't say that for sure, but I thought that was the case.
Cody's doing the job.
Yeah, and I could be wrong too. This could end up being in every Walmart and Target, and I'm
or not, because
not around
some
here,
of that turtle stuff is hard to find.
Yeah.
But
John had a good point. He said, "Isn't there enough Mythics to go with Mythics, Travis?" Yes, there definitely is, and I am.
Travis ain't afraid to mix stuff together.
Buy high-end figures to put into. It's like, hey, I just bought a new Tesla. Why? Because I'm gonna take the spoiler off, and put it on my Tahoe. It goes in my Tahoe. You know what I mean? So.
Matt, you buying this?
Same thing. It looks great, but no, probably not. And then I'll kick myself and pay double for it later down the road.
Yeah. That's usually the case with most stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm the same with Pete.
Let me know. We'll kick him.
Yeah.
So you have to kick yourself.
I watched the show. I don't remember a whole lot. It's one that I've been meaning to get back to. I know it's on Disney Plus, and I've been meaning to watch it. I just never have, but I'm sure I'll enjoy it. Cause same thing. I grew up on this stuff, and Turtles and He-Man and everything else. So, but they did an amazing job, and I can't wait to see the rest of them either.
The Animal Warriors of the Kingdom hit their Kickstarter. Did anybody in here get in on that besides me?
No.
Super cool, but no.
Yep. Obviously not too late. If you're still interested, you could jump in. I jumped in at a pretty high level, obviously with the intent to probably sell most of them. But if I fall in love with them, we'll see what happens. I think they're really cool figures. I liked them when they were 4-inch. I just was done with 4-inch, so now that they're making the jump to 6, I'll buy a few and just kind of see where that goes. I do look at them and think they're neat, and also have this appreciation for all the work that went into them. But right now, I'm not sure that it's going to be something that stays on my shelves. But a lot of this stuff, as soon as you get it and open it and kind of play with it, I think it could be something I fall in love with, without a doubt.
That happens with like every fucking toy line. Like I'm like, or just any figure, I'm like, I don't really care. And then I get it in my hand and I open it up and I'm like, I love you.
Yeah.
I need you in my life.
Well, I don't know if I don't think we were live on that episode, but where Joe Crazy Bill brought in the Gundams.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And we sat there with those things, and it was even kind of like this real Oh my gosh, I totally forgot this. I had a PO2 listener message me.
What?
Oh, this is wonderful. So right in tie with this.
They were looking for a good Mo2 podcast. We sent them to Matt and Sean's.
So
As long as they're loving Motu.
while we were sitting there discussing these Gundams, we moved on, and then we were talking about our good friend Guillermo's show that is coming out called
Plastic
Chats.
Oh, good job, Steven. And the whole time that we were talking about Plastic Chats and trying to build it up, because it's our friends, it's something we support, Steven was playing with a Gundam. And never really paid any attention to the conversation.
At all. Forgot we were in the room.
Right.
And matter of fact, even kind of derailed
Like he's doing
it.
now. He just smiles.
So what's funny is I get a listener who reaches out to me and says, hey, I noticed on PO2, Jeremy was really trying to promote Plastic Chats.
Mm-hmm.
And Steven literally says, I'm sorry right now, I can't really focus because I'm trying to read ahead in the book.
Oh no, I was trying to open up. I was trying to put the shark together.
The land shark.
Oh,
He's trying to assemble the land shark.
He's trying to put the land shark together, and this listener says, does Steve have a problem with Guillermo?
No, he has a problem with not being on Plastic Chats.
Okay, well, I'll debunk that right now.
Oh, here we go.
It sounds like you may have to debunk it on PO2. But go ahead.
Unlike all you schlubs, not Jeremy, because Jeremy is a part of Plastic Chats. I am a part of Plastic
Only
Chats,
in
and I have my
narration.
own episode coming from Plastic Chats. Because obviously, me and Guillermo are tighter than you guys and Guillermo. Obviously, Guillermo loves him.
Yeah, I'm
He
going
is
to message him.
He loves the PO2 boys.
Hold on, then. I want to make sure I understand this right. So what you're implying now is you are on this show.
Yes, I am. I
and
will
you-
be.
You still won't promote it and talk about
I
it.
promoted it.
It was promoted on the show he's on.
And I talked about it as well. Didn't I bring it up? I don't remember.
I don't remember we definitely engaged because I think you brought up the fact that I narrated it or something.
Yeah.
So
Now,
I don't remember that. Was
I am
3
a
weeks
little.
ago.
Well, I guess I don't want to say that because I don't want to give anything away and get Guillermo mad at me. So I had a point I was going to make, but I'm not going to make it.
Just
Says
let it be
every
known.
good debater ever.
Let it be known that there is a point.
I would totally bury you right now, but I'm not going to.
There's an element of Jeremy and Plastic Chats that I'm, kind of thinking that there should have been the other side of the coin included.
That laugh wasn't evil enough.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, I love Guillermo very much. That's
So
all I
wait a
can
minute.
say.
I just want to make sure I understand what I'm just heard. Did Steve just throw shade? You're on it and he's not?
No, I am on it.
Okay.
He's on it.
Okay.
He's involved
I'm
as well.
involved.
But I have an episode.
I don't know.
As far as I know,
What we're
Jeremy
talking
does not have an episode, but he may, and
I
I
do
might
not.
not know about it.
I do not. Or do I? No, I don't. Or do I?
And it's been rumored that mine's the best episode. I can't tell you where the rumor came from, and I can't tell you if it's true or not. But there's a rumor
I
that
want you to look for this, okay? Whenever Steve goes this, whenever he does this, I want you to focus on what kind of story element he's talking about. Because he does this, like...
He's trying to be alpha, but then he's like showing his belly, like all prey animals
I
do.
can't not
Yeah.
show my belly.
Speaking of showing the belly, did you see that guy yesterday at the freaking
All right,
I didn't.
Travis, you want to read this real quick?
He was bending right next to you.
I do.
Okay. I just texted Guillermo.
Steve says you like him. Best. I said he's a liar. Thoughts? BS.
That's all we need, Guillermo. That's all we need.
He's such a showman. He knows how to.
Now that we put that to bed,
he knows how to drive the show further.
Of course. Yes. Okay.
Guillermo's a professional.
Yes.
You
Travis.
can't-
Yes.
everybody knows that I'm the best.
Presenting
Rumor
like a
has it.
peacock. A peacock.
Yeah. He knows to get the high score. You got to nail that off the ski jump. Everybody knows.
To the podcast listeners, you probably have no idea what's going on, but
A reason to check us out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
You guys have watched the gymnasts every time they stick that triple flip? Lord Stephen Machado! He's the man. He is the man. Guillermo says if he likes me so much, ask him how many times I've been invited to Potu.
Oh.
And boom goes the dynamite.
We're bad with guests.
I feel you, buddy. I even had them on my show, and I got no reciprocation.
Yeah.
I had to just kind of wander in here today.
It's hard to just get me and Steve on there, so.
So, toy drama, Trav?
Real quick, there's a couple more I want to get to. Action First orders ending April 1st. So if you got in, it doesn't even matter if you got in like Kickstarter. It doesn't matter. April 1st, okay, Fool's Day, that's when it ends. So you have to make sure you get in there. Like, I'm a perfect example. I haven't ordered Slaughter yet. I got to get in there and make sure I order them. Yeah, because I want them.
look at how he's taking the bull by the horns with this toy news
I love toy news.
that he had none of.
He's
but
reading it off of the
He's
YouTube
getting
comments.
off from YouTube.
I love these motherfuckers.
And then he's just taking it. He's
I
like,
love
make
you.
sure you get in.
I love you.
He's so like, make sure you get in and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't do it. And it's like,
Nobody
okay,
prepares for toy news the way that I do.
broadcast journalism. Not funny.
Oh my god.
But I want this motherfucker, John Clawfield, all the way across the ocean. says,
Caulfield.
Start posting fake toy news. What a son of a bitch, too. Because I would have fell for that.
Like Charles Barkley, who always just reads whatever they put on the teleprompter. And he's like, oh, yeah, the Nets had a good game, and then I'm a big dumb idiot. Oh, man.
Shoot. Yeah, so I think that pretty much wraps up toy news. Matt just brought up another one, and so did one of the listeners up there on YouTube said supposedly San Diego Comic-Con Thanksgiving weekend, which is kind of shocking to me, especially when you think about California. But we'll see what happens, I guess. Is that something you guys ever would want to go to?
Yes.
No.
So that's something I'd actively want to go to, because if I'm gonna spend some time going on a vacation, I ain't no rich man, so I'm gonna choose one, and that'll most likely always be PowerCon.
PowerCon.
Absolutely. And the thing is, San Diego, it's so big. It almost seems like it's going to be more of a chore than,
Yeah, all the
the
sweaty
lines
people,
and everything.
yeah.
Like, I don't want to wait 3 hours in line to get my hand on the exclusive I want.
Yeah, fuck
You
that.
know,
Well,
that's the whole day.
For me, San Diego has lost a lot of the stuff I would have went for.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, that's where back in the Matty Collector days, that's when they would reveal the new Masters figures, and I would want to have been in that panel. But now they have PowerCon for that stuff,
Right.
so I would rather be. You know what I mean? It's like they've kind of lost a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna stand in line for 24 hours to see the Marvel panel. I'm not gonna do it.
And then you don't get in anyways.
Yeah.
Because they hit capacity before you got up there. And
You know.
Thanks for standing in line. Bye-bye.
So yeah, it's definitely something I'm.
What about you, Pete? You said yeah. What's the reason?
No, I think it would be a fun thing to have said I've gone to.
The experience part.
Yeah,
of it.
absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And I totally understand that too. But it does strike me as kind of strange that, for what it was at one time, what did they do to those people to make it so, like the Horsemen, we're going to do G-Con, we're going to do our own thing. Mattel is now jumping on board with PowerCon, and it's funny now that everybody's kind of like, yeah, we don't need to go to San Diego Comic-Con. We can just do our own little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it
Smaller,
must be so much money.
more intimate, more focused on one or just a couple different properties and stuff. So,
I think it got so expensive. I think San Diego just costs these companies so much. They can spend half the amount, put on a bigger effort at PowerCon, and hit all of their fans who are buying their stuff. It actually hit more fans than they would at San Diego.
Well, that and places like PowerCon now, they're doing the online experience as well, which I guess that's one of the positives that have come out of the world ending.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna grab people all over the place now for that one specific property. So
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, is awesome that these places have all decided to do. I enjoy that so much more. I understand the appeal of having it all in one place and just kind of knocking it all out, but you don't get to go to everything anyway.
Right.
If I could go to PowerCon and Celebration, there's really no reason for me to go to San Diego.
Yeah. And I totally get that too. It's understandable. We'll see what happens. I mean, I know people are ready and want to get out there and do it, and I hate to say it, but do you think like some of this stuff, like when you start to think about like stimulus checks and all that, like people are like, we got to get something out, like we got to do something, we got to get some of that money.
You're saying as far as businesses go?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. I never really thought about that. I was thinking more like people getting their stimulus, wanting to blow it on things like vacations,
which
and
happens
stuff.
for sure. Yep.
So,
but if you're one of these places where you would be a destination,
mm-hmm.
I don't know.
What do you pay for a booth at Grand Rapids Comic Con now?
I think one 10 by 10 is probably like $575, something like that.
Have you ever looked at the price of 1 10 by 10 at San Diego?
I've heard like $2,000, but I don't know if that's even legit or even the same.
$3,450 for 1 10 by 10. Additional $800 for a corner booth, and additional $2,000 if you want an island. In order to get the island, you have to buy 4 booths though, plus $2,000.
I talked to a guy at C2E2 one time, which is a pretty big show in Chicago, and it's beautifully run. It's a great show. I talked to a toy vendor there one time, because what you'll notice if you walk around like C2E2 now, there's not a lot of like toy vendors, especially like a guy like me. There's a business that will be there, but there's not a lot of like just your
regular
normal
Joes.
Yeah,
flipping.
there's not a lot of that.
Not a lot of scalpers.
Yes. So I was talking to him, and I go, how do you make this work? And he goes, oh, we make a ton of sales. Like, it's crazy. He goes, but we every day have to bring in more toys.
Yeah.
Like, they literally are selling, not out, but selling so many toys that the next day it's new toys. And I'm like, what the fuck did they drive here? Because I know what my booth takes.
Bringing semis and shit.
Yeah, but that's legit.
We've done that though.
True, to an extent.
In Detroit.
A big show.
Yeah,
Yep.
we've never driven a semi, Steven.
No,
but
I don't mean that. I mean we've hauled in toys for the next day.
And we did. There was a time where I had the volume where I drove a trailer and Pete drove a trailer. We did where we had 2 trailers at a show and so crazy.
That's right, we did, didn't we?
Yes.
That was gangbusters that whole weekend.
Yes, it was a good weekend. But I'm like, man. So you think about when you're paying $3,000 for the booth, and
$3,500.
And then what you have to make.
Yeah, no shit. You got to be bringing top dollar toys in there.
Yeah. And there's you're not giving people deals, and it's this price, high-end price. I don't know. I just can't imagine what that sounds super stressful to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Sound fun.
No, thank you.
All right.
All right.
Yep. Just making sure everybody had a comment for that.
We're moving on.
He didn't want to listen to it because he knows Guillermo likes San Diego Comic Con. He's got a beef with Guillermo.
So, apparently there's been a little bit of toy drama.
Really? Where at?
Are you guys upset that I'm in Plastic Chats and you're not?
Not remotely.
If somebody wants to make a documentary that's not entertaining, that's their business. So
There's a part of me that still doesn't believe it. Honestly, you haven't seen a preview or anything. I'm just saying.
Why would they hide you?
Right.
Why wouldn't you be in the commercial?
If you got Steven on your show,
Lord
Steven,
Lord.
he's the lead. Why would you bury the lead? You're going to put him front and center of every promotion.
If we keep pushing like this, he's gonna blow it and tell a secret.
Why do
He
they
needs a mouthful of mega constructs on the poster.
No, you need to overcome crippling addiction and have your life saved by toys. That's how you do it. Your dad committing suicide and your mom ODing, my dad being in prison and all that's not good enough.
Not good enough.
It's not personal enough, Jeremy.
No. We need to find the Lord after pissing ourselves night after night.
Listen, dude.
I don't know if he ever pissed himself.
I mean,
I am happy for you. I am happy for you, but I really would love it if Guillermo would maybe stop focusing on the nerds and, maybe focus on some, cool people, and then he could probably have a real successful show.
Maybe you'll get a spot because you're using toys to overcome morbid obesity. That's gonna be it.
I'm hearing jealousy.
I was a really fat toy collector and I lost some weight.
I'm hearing jealousy in both of
magic
you.
weight loss pill.
And you don't seem to want to take the subject on. You keep wanting to distract from it.
Dude, I would love it if you're in it. Absolutely.
You can tell me if you're jealous. I understand if you're jealous. I'd be jealous of me too.
He's Pete cocking.
I would love it. Like there would not.
If you were me,
if you were on that show,
thanks.
I would love it.
Thanks.
You're putting on a brave face,
Peter, what do you think?
I don't know, but that whole transition I got, was the opening scene of Ace Ventura 2. Ace, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Well, if you were me, then I'd be you, and I'd use your body to get to the top. I'm happy for all of my friends. I like to celebrate all of their accomplishments. I'm never upset. I'm never butthurt. I'm never negative. It's just how I am. So,
I love you, Pete.
I love you bigger.
All right.
So, Trav, what's this toy drama you're talking
this toy drama?
Bring us up to speed.
Yeah, we got some toy drama.
So it was referenced earlier, but the Horsemen. Okay, they are doing every Friday. They are doing like a rotating in stock sale. It pretty much lasts about a week.
I heard it lasts about 3 minutes.
Name of your sex tape.
This last week, that's what happened. So real quick, before we go into the drama that unfolds out of this in stock sale, okay, I want to ask you guys, why are the Horsemen doing the in stock sale?
Why? I think they like to dangle carrots in front of people and then pull them away. They like to make a big to-do and be like, nah, 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 you didn't get it.
Okay.
I think they're sadistic. And I think they just love to see the fan base crumble. That's what I think.
Perfectly said.
Everybody meet the new host of the My Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast, Aaron Jimenez.
Why are they doing this? For real? I guess to just, I don't know why they're doing it. Honestly, okay.
Do you think maybe it's to make money? Because they made figures and they spent money on them? You think it's maybe to recoup some cost?
I mean,
to run
yes.
a business?
Yes, but why are they doing it in like small? I don't know if they're small quantities, but I don't know what they. I think they're. It's a pain in the ass, so I don't know why they're doing it.
The same
I would put up one sale and sell out and say screw you.
The same reason
that's what I would want to do.
Did the Mandalorian the way they did? Don't binge it all and all be gone. They stretch it out, keep people talking about it.
I mean, there's that. Yeah, yep.
I think that's a part of it. Honestly, at the end of the day, I think it's also for guys like me who have never gone into Mythic Legions before and trying to give us a shot at it. The first...
But why put up with all the bullshit just to get some stringers in? If you weren't in before, we don't care about you.
Well, that's why the Four Horsemen are better than you, Pete.
I've had one warrior for a long time. I'm a big deal. I have 2 customs and an ogre. So...
Yeah. No, but and the thing is, the first week it went great. I got on, I got everything I wanted. I didn't get everything, but I got everything I wanted and checked out. No issues. It was a great introduction. And for me, you know, then I jumped on Friday and didn't get shit. So, but I think the Horsemen are coming from a good place, and I think it is like Pete said. They also want to build up hype at the same time. They got the game coming out. They've got, you know, everything else. I think they're really making a push to make this a franchise.
Jeremy, what are your thoughts? I know you didn't jump in. You're not a buyer on it. What's your thoughts on it?
It's probably to drum up curiosity, get people talking about it. Obviously, you know, even if people are bitching, they're still talking about it. So,
Yep, true.
Other than that, maybe they purposefully want to hear more toy drama on this show.
That would be CB's.
They are fans, from what I understand. So,
way of doing things.
Yeah.
My personal opinion is I'm definitely going to side with Matt on this, and probably Pete a little bit too here. I honestly think they really are just trying to do things to get new fans and make fans happy. I agree with Steven. No, actually, I don't even agree with Steven. Like, I get what Steven says, like, just put it all out, let it all sell out, and be like, fuck off. I wouldn't even do that. If I was them, I'd be putting it on eBay. I'd be like, why? We'll just sell them on eBay.
Yeah.
Or raise the price.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why are they still selling them for $35? Like, why are they doing? They don't have to do that? But they're those kind of dudes that's what they're gonna do. And I realize, yes, they have stock. They want to sell it. They want to make money. But I also feel like they really are trying to figure out a way to get somebody like Matt, who's just getting into the line, a chance to buy some of these figures.
But don't you think that could also hurt that new person? You know, they're trying to get into it, and they're like, well, I'm fucked.
Apparently it is.
I mean,
so that's the question then, I guess, to ask is, should they be Hasbro? Should they be, people love to act like you can just go buy whatever Hasbro toy you want right now.
Can't.
right.
You can't do that. Like, this doesn't happen. No one else does this.
Nope.
They don't give you an option to somehow get figures from the first fucking year of this at $35 each. Nobody does that.
Can I see that can you're holding?
And
one?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is the fucking...
There is estrogen in here. That's just... All right, sorry.
Why do you think I got the titties?
I'm like, what part of that doesn't make sense is that they're just trying to get... They have overstock of figures. They held on to them because in case there's breakage or whatever it is, they're now trying to move those figures. They're trying to get them into collectors' hands. If they did what Steve said, if they just put them all out there, guess what would happen? At $35, I would go in there and I would buy a fuckload of them.
Yeah.
I just would. And I would earn this shirt.
Right.
You know? Because I literally would then take them and I would put them on my website for $50.
Travis's shirt is a G.I. Joe parody that says Scalper, a real Comic-Con hero.
Thank you, Scott Wiles. So, we can kind of guess why they do this. We will have the opportunity to ask them very soon that question. But the people that are getting on, and don't get me wrong.
Could I say two?
Yeah.
All right.
I
kind of like to throw my opinion out as well.
I mean,
I'm kind of part of the show, so.
Aren't you the one that said they had stock that they were trying to sell?
Yeah, but I was talking over Steve. I was never asked what I felt about it.
Oh.
I was trying to make fun of
He's
Steve.
such a pussy.
Did you need a drink of
I was
this?
gonna say you drink something.
As you said,
let's
it's your
hear it, buddy.
show. You know, you can just say it. You don't have to ask
I'm sorry.
permission.
Let's hear it.
And make a big
It's-
fucking deal out of it.
I'm sorry.
Everybody's wrong. It's nothing like that. There's no hidden or benevolent agenda. It's a group of guys that had some toys that they used to protect their collectors in case something went wrong, like you said, Trav, and they're just selling them. Instead of putting out one date where people might not be available because of time zones or work or whatever, they're spreading it out, trying to do the right thing, and everybody's trying to create all these reasons why these guys are assholes for doing it the way that they're doing it. The bottom line is they spent money, had figures made, they're selling the figures at retail to get them out of their warehouse. It's nothing more than that. We can speculate all we want, and we can throw daggers. We can even create huge suggestion posts on how the company should be run, but it's none of that.
Suggestion posts. instead of just one where everybody could collectively bitch.
I got my ass chewed for suggesting that. I posted in the Cabal a year ago, 8 months ago, and said, can we have one post where everybody just complains in to keep it off the main page? And I got torn to shreds about it. So.
And then did they make a post about that afterwards?
No, but my posts get deleted when people get unhappy. Not everybody's do.
I'll tell you what this is. This is the result of a bunch of little fucking wieners that were raised by their parents setting them on their knee and saying, you know, you can have everything you want in this world. You deserve it. If you want to be president, you can be president. You just have to work hard and you can do anything you want. No, you fucking can't.
Apparently everybody's parents sound like a whispering Gilbert Godfrey.
I'll tell you what.
So
Hillary Clinton wanted to be president. Guess where she got? Nowhere. You can't be fucking president. And you can't have every toy you want in this world just because my parents told me I was special and I should get it. Fuck you. Sometimes you gotta wait in line and get nothing. It's good for you. You obviously need to get let down in your life if you're gonna get on a fucking toy forum or toy freaking Facebook page and bitch and whine because you didn't get what you wanted. Get a fucking life. Get in on the pre-orders like me. I don't give a fuck. I got them all. I don't give a fuck what they sell. Don't be a bitch and get on there and be like, oh, I just found this line and I can't have something right now. I've never had to wait for anything in my whole entire life. They told me I was special. Fuck you!
How do you really feel?
I hate it when he sugarcoats it. I just wish he'd come out with it like a real alpha, you know?
Cody, cut that. And turn it into a real video we're going to put on YouTube. Like and subscribe to that.
What I
Good
really,
voice. You were doing like that was a good announcement.
voice.
Good.
Yeah.
You'll never be able to recreate it.
That was like a monster truck show voice.
Did you see his face?
See Grave Digger.
Good.
Okay, so here's what we need. Okay? Steven replacing, take the scene from Full Metal Jacket, right? Steven is Arlie Ermery, and we go through and we put people from the Cabal's faces on each person and let Steven just tear them apart right to their face, you know?
I love that idea.
That's a fucking brilliant idea.
And just both barrels.
So,
While you were finger banging Mary Jane Rottencrotch through her pretty pink panties, you missed out on the in-stock sale. Yeah, that's good. Only thing that comes out of Texas are Eric Munoz and queers, and I don't see Eric Munoz, so I guess that kind of narrows it down.
So, I would like to read a few comments. One is
I did something good.
So awesome.
So proud.
He was
You know what, Michael
I'm
Casper?
so
Fuck
fucking
you
proud.
too. Look at Michael Casper up here. Oh, my yelling voice. You don't like my fucking yelling voice? You don't like it, Michael Casper? Do you want me to talk to you like this? Would you like me to speak to you, Michael Casper, just for you? Yo, fuck you! You don't like it? Quit listening!
Eat all the dicks.
I guarantee Michael Casper loves you. Aaron Jimenez.
There's a guy named Hefty Steel Sack.
What? Where is it?
Hefty Steel Sack.
What's the matter with...
David Jones says, what's Facebook?
Good call, David Jones.
What's the matter? Big Daddy's little girl miss out on Hagnon? Want to cry about it?
Aaron Jimenez, who quickly became real good friends with our own Pete McCarthy and Derek Ayers and a few other of our friends.
Okay, I'm telling you guys right now, gun to my head, Apocalypse, you need to pick one person to help you make people want to hurt themselves and cry. I'm picking one man and one man only, and his name is Derek Ayers. And when it comes down to the insult game, like there's nobody I'd want in my corner more than him. He's masterful
Looks like
at his
he's
craft.
moved on from Eric Kelman now.
So,
or Andre Kelman.
Yeah, but I still need him in to make it so it's a politically correct group. You know what I mean? So
Aaron Jimenez posted, negativity is bad unless you're shitting on other collectors. Am I right, Walter and Elliot?
Oh, I didn't even see that one.
Oh.
Elliot comes on. Elliot is a admin of the Cabal and seems like a very nice dude.
Zip, he was super nice after he deleted my post that was very similar to all these other posts. He sent me a very nice message afterward explaining why he deleted my post, but never explained why he didn't delete anybody else's. Super nice guy. Continue.
It's all about Pete.
You realize this is just going to be getting honked at McDonald's all over again, right?
Elliot Lee says, false. I try my best to be as fair as possible, even if I am to detriment from it. I try. Who knows if I succeed, but all that matters is that I try my best. Aaron Jimenez says, sweet. Then why do my posts have to be approved when everyone else can shit post to their heart's desire? Walter said, hey, Aaron, because 46 people texted me about you on Facebook, and Facebook reported you to the group admin twice and asked me to either remove you or mute you or have your messages be approved.
Wow. Some disciplinary action happening here.
If you're going to go to the trouble, boot him.
Aaron Jimenez says, no need to respond. The admins of the group have showed their true colors. Keep on thinking you're doing the right thing.
Now he's going to start a group.
Please. Robert Radcliffe said, hey, Aaron, you haven't contributed anything to this group. Having a look at what you've posted and it's nothing but bitching. Grow up or move on.
Yep.
Why is Aaron Jimenez still in the Cabal?
I don't know.
Inconsistent administration.
Well, it's about, you said, I'm not in the Cabal, so forgive me, but you said this Elliot and this Robert are both admins?
No, Elliot and Walter.
Oh, okay, so Robert.
Yep.
Walter's the site owner. He's the guy. It's his site.
Even so, at that point, boot him. I mean, you all admin, right?
Mm-hmm.
I admin. I've never had a problem where...
Well, we have somebody admin for us because we're up
right,
here.
you're better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I've never had any, and granted, I only run one group, but I've never had Facebook reach out and be like, hey, you need to do something about this member because he's getting reported.
It wasn't even probably that. It was probably he probably swore or something in the post. We just experienced this in the support group quite a bit, and we'll talk about that in a second here. But yeah, a very weird situation. But
Facebook's odd.
yes,
It's really odd.
But I do want to wrap this up, and Pete, I want to get your, because I'll be honest, the only reason I saw this post is because Pete was commenting on it. I've gotten with Facebook and it's awful, and I'm sorry, but if there's a post that is like the initial post is negative, I don't read it. Like I don't read the comments. Yep, I don't even read it anymore.
And Curtis Ackerman said a message on there the other day, and I felt this way before he said it, but he said it very eloquently, and I can't repeat it. But the gist of it is every time you comment on these bullshit messages, you move them to the top of the list. So I just friggin' ignore them now. I used to say more. I used to, would say something here or there, but now I'm like saying, I'm not going to add to it. I'm not going to add I could write all the what I feel is logic or common sense down. It isn't changing anybody. These guys are assholes to begin with. Yeah. So the best thing is just ignore it. That's my opinion. And Curtis Ackerman's.
That is the right thing to do. It's not what I do. No, and honestly, and everybody's noticed this because I've had more than one person message me. I can't believe you didn't say something here. I can't. And I haven't been. Up until yesterday, I think it was yesterday, when the one, hey, I wanted to start a suggestion thread. So, and essentially it was, let's tell the Four Horsemen how to do their thing because they'll read this and maybe they'll be better business people. That one, I'm sorry, I like Cornboy too much to not say anything on that one. So I did. I engaged and I didn't get out of hand, but I did post my opinion and I had a couple of rebuttals but I didn't get super deep into it. But the fact of the matter is what's going to end up happening is you're going to get the Travis and the Steves that are going to keep swiping. And guess what? They're going to swipe until they see something cool. And guess what? Every time that they look, it's going to be fewer and farther between that they're finding anything they actually want to see, and they're going to go by the wayside. What's going to end up being left is all of the bitchers and all of the complainers. The group is going to be ruined. There's
it's
not rapidly going that way.
I want to fucking look at it.
Right.
More.
And until you as a moderator, and this is where I'll say I had an epiphany, and maybe I'm wrong. I will fully admit if I'm wrong. I was under the impression the Cabal was a place to talk about the cool figures, show off collections, show customs. If what seeming right now what everybody wants is drama.
Right.
Everybody's feeding into it. So guess what? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe maybe when I say this doesn't belong here, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's exactly what the Cabal is supposed to be, and that's what people want, and that's what makes people happy. So what changes that is not that it turns out I was wrong about the Cabal, and I was wrong about my place in the Cabal. So again, maybe I'm the one that's wrong for thinking it should be the way that it was. Maybe this is the new world order of the Cabal, and they can go on and have that, and have those heated debates, and have those discussions, and the name calling and all that. They can have great fun with it. It's just maybe it's time for me to not be a part of it anymore. So, like I said, that's where I think I might be wrong.
There's going to be more people like you who like to have a good time and like to see all the cool shit. They're all going to start getting out of there.
And then guess what happens? You've got G.I. Joe Uncensored.
Right.
You
so
know?
Are you? Go ahead, Jeremy.
I was going to say in my turtle group, I had lots of shit like that. Where
four times the amount of people in the Cabal. You have 8,000.
Right.
But you run a tight ship because you have to.
Right. And when people get on something, the new Rise cartoon that came out, Black April, people went fucking nuts. I mean, you nip it in the bud right away. Like, dude, you know, you can have that opinion and everything, but if you're not going to be, like, constructive, or if you're not going to say, you know, if you're just going to be a dick through the whole thing, I don't want you in this fucking group.
Right.
And I am done messaging people and having conversations with people. I used to do that all the time. Hey, I see you're a bit upset in my group and blah. Now I'm like, block.
Yep.
That's it. Go in another turtle group. Go bitch about it there, because you're not going to be in mine. Fuck you.
Right. It's at some point having 1,800 is more important than having 1,700 fun ones.
Yeah.
And that's where the problem lies.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, and of course this is me being the apologist here, I understand Walter's problem, and I get it for you too. The difference being you're running a group of 8,000 plus Turtle fans, and you have no affiliation with the Turtles.
Right.
Okay, or Playmates or Mattel or whoever the hell's got Turtles now. But, like, Walter is the official Facebook group of the Four Horsemen's Mythic Legions line.
And you allow people to continually bash the Four Horsemen.
I know, but
that's a problem.
But the problem is if he kicks someone out of there, is he ending? And I know it's not the fair way to think about it, but if he kicks somebody out of that place, one, he probably doesn't. Let's be honest. I think Walter's kind of crazy like us. He's a dude that likes to probably have fun.
Oh, yeah.
But he also, that's a buyer. That's someone who's buying Mythic Legions or attempting to buy, the way they talk. And they apparently can never get them.
But they're also souring it for other people.
And I agree with that too. But I think it puts him in a tough spot, like, to just boot people out. And don't get me wrong, he should. I'm saying he should. Mm-hmm. Aaron Jimenez might be a decent person. I have no idea. Some of his complaints, I understand them. But I'm also like, dude, what are you doing just getting on and shitposting nonstop?
Yeah.
You know, post that on your personal
with
page.
Every shit post, you should follow it with a positive one.
Yeah.
Cancel them out.
And maybe that dude's just not capable of that.
Maybe not.
But I understand where Walters probably feels like he's in a tough spot because kicking people out is. I mean,
yeah, but then he's got a group full of sad sacks through the just negativity. I mean, you don't want a fun group to be a negative group the whole time.
All right.
Do you guys want 1,000 people in the support group?
Nope. I'm seriously thinking about capping it.
We could handle 1,000 people in the support group if there are people, and that's always going to be The other side of things, too, the Always Going to Kill Me support group is not catering to the masses. It's catering to a specific audience. You don't get in there just because you heard about the podcast. That is always going to be the delineation between what we have and what the Cabal is. We're not trying to reach every podcast listener to get them to buy into our product. We are creating an environment for people to be who they are and hopefully laugh and have some fun. And don't be offended, because stuff's going to happen, and this is a place where you need to scroll on if you're offended, because it will happen. And that's the nature of what it is that we do. I will tell you, and everybody can call it butthurtedness, they can call it whatever they want. The fact of the matter is, I've been in the Cabal a hell of a lot longer than a lot of these people, and these posts are a hell of a lot more derogatory than mine ever was. Mine got taken down and theirs didn't. I'm not mad that mine got taken down. I'm mad that I got treated differently. And I'm way more OG than any of these rotten motherfuckers that just showed up.
Right.
And I've got a hell of a lot more connection to the Cabal and to Mythic Legions and to the Horsemen and to everything else. So, you know what I mean?
Peacock.
You know, and like I said, it was it's one of those situations where you have to pick a side. You either are going to delete posts like mine, or you're not going to delete any posts. You can't have it both ways. And unfortunately, the butthurt guy is the guy that has a podcast that people log on to and watch on fucking YouTube, that listen for 2 hours every fucking week, and is part of Legions Cast, the other official media platform for Mythic Legions. You picked the wrong fucking guy's post to delete, is what it comes back to. Because I'm just a rotten motherfucker. So
I literally have had to listen to him talk about his post get deleted for fucking 3
He's been
weeks.
whining.
I've heard it
so
a lot.
much.
and you guys can say whatever you want, but if you can look at the posts that are in there now that haven't been deleted compared to mine, I'm right.
I'm just not so full of myself to even look and see if my post got deleted.
My post got deleted. The reason I knew my post got deleted is that I had 170 comments, and they messaged me and said, "Hey, we deleted your post." I got a private message from admin saying, "Hey, we're deleting your post." And then the owner of the group creates a new post to try and keep it going.
You had 171 comments?
I think so. 175
Maybe they weren't deleting your post because of you. Maybe they were deleting your post because of all the comments in the post.
Have you read any of the comments on these other posts? They're the same fucking thing, Steve.
Maybe they just don't like you.
And that could very well be. And I'm totally fine with that.
Possibility.
There's a laundry list of people that don't like me. So. Doorknob!
You ate it. I just want to let you know, Steve, if you do cap the group, make sure you check in this area, in your admin area. There's unavailable. Like if you look at members, you can hit unavailable. And these are all the people that are not in your group, basically. Like either their accounts have been
Suspended
deactivated or
right. So you could have, it might say you have this number, but you really don't
right.
have that
So
many
really,
people.
in my turtle group, I probably have like 80 people. There's so many like unavailable, and you can just get rid of them. But I'm just letting you know for future reference. You know.
I'm not going to decide to do anything with the group.
Okay, well maybe
But
somebody else.
these
will
guys
listen.
will. I don't know if you figured it out, but that's not my department.
No, that's
We don't have to worry about the
Everybody's so
support
active.
group till it quits being fun. The Cabal stopped being fun.
Yeah.
And that's why a decision has to be made on how it's going to be handled.
Yeah.
So
Well, Derek Ayers made a great point. He said people are using it as a way to shitpost, but offer criticism of the Four Horsemen. That's really not what the group is for. If you really want to reach out to them and give them advice on things they should be doing,
Which I'm sure they would love.
yeah, that's what the email's for.
I'm sure they would love that.
They're not getting on there and reading. I'll be honest with you. I'd be shocked if CB or any of them actually read a post like that.
no.
I mean, why? Why would you?
Probably like a late night, like, hey, you know what I'm gonna do?
I don't know, dude.
I'm sitting on the shitter or something. You're like, let's see all the shit posts. Let's see
I
what's
gotta
going on.
think CB's sitting at his lake house, smoking a cigar, petting his dog. I mean, I don't think
Is
he
he
gives a
Dr.
shit.
Claw? Oh, wait, Dr. Claw had a cat.
Wasn't
And I
Dr.
don't-
Claw a girl?
And I think Dr. Claw was also in a room, not in a lake house. There was never any indication of him being in a lake house.
Oh, well.
But he was always watching TVs, right?
No, was he? No.
I thought he was watching.
I don't remember enough Inspector Gadget. Let's just move away from that, huh?
Justice Curry
Oh.
posted in Michigan Toy Traders. He shared event, toy show on 4 Mile. All right. So this is a group we're familiar with. Don't spend a lot of time on it, but it's a beautiful picture of our boy Kyle. And it's an event. Kyle Moore comments. It says, "Just remember, Justice, doors open at 10. Not
Fuck you,
6:30."
Curtis Ackerman. Sorry.
Brad Tacey says, "Jesus, what an absolute waste of time." So this is the toy show that we attended last weekend.
And this is him saying it after he attended it?
He posted this the day before the event.
Oh, well, that doesn't make any sense.
I don't think you heard the beginning of it, right?
It's Justice was sharing the event like 2 days before.
Yeah.
This guy comments on Saturday. The show is on Sunday, I think it was, or Friday or Saturday, whatever. He says, "Jesus, what an absolute waste of time." Eric Brink goes, "Why do you say that?" I said, "Explain, please," because I was really kind of interested in how the guy could know it was a waste of time before the event even happens. Justice Curry posts a GIF, and it's the block button. He goes, "Travis Bowles, because 95% of the tables at this show aren't toys. 75% of the venue is reptiles, and the other 25% left, about 80%, are coins. There's literally one stretch of tables with toys, and they're mostly Star Trek."
Okay, that's not accurate. Well,
Not even close.
I mean, half of the venue was reptiles, but who cares?
This is on Saturday.
Yeah.
This
He's
is a day.
posting this.
Oh, he went to.
Prior.
Oh, my God. He's there on the wrong day. You guys got to explain this stuff to me.
The reptile show was all weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, what a dumb son of a bitch.
I say, Brad, I think you may be a bit confused, but that's okay, bud. You do you. Brad Tracy then goes, FS.
For fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake, thank you. "I am without question a fucking idiot. I went there today. I retract every word I've uttered today."
Bravo, sir. Bravo.
To which Boonstra replied, "It must be a fucking idiot. The toy show is tomorrow."
Of course.
Typical Boonstra.
Yeah. Hey, that guy's down on the ground. Let's kick him.
Goddamn glitter bomb motherfucker.
Yep. There's Boonstra. Yep. So, as far as I'm aware, that wraps up Toy Drama.
Great. Fantastic.
I had some more stuff, but of course, the support group. I'm sorry, the Cabal, and then the follow up in the support group, and I kind of, But I did want to also welcome a few people to our support group. We've got a bunch. Pete, I hope you got your pen ready.
Didn't you allude to some support group drama you were going to discuss for getting stuff taken down by Facebook or something?
Oh, yes. Real quick, we could discuss that because this was a pretty good one. I can't remember and you guys.
I don't remember any of the details.
You guys would have a better memory of the actual post that started this. But someone I think it might have been you. You posted the sandwich one. 4 ladies looking at a.
I didn't post it.
You didn't post it.
I was
Okay.
tagged in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the usual, the blueprint of making a sandwich thing,
Girls with hard hats on and
yes.
a job site with
Yes.
blueprints in front of them, and it's making a sandwich.
Yep. Your brother.
These girls look like they know how to make a lot of sandwiches, by the way, because they're a little thick.
Replies and says, girls are stupid or dumb. Girls are dumb.
Ha ha ha, girls are stupid.
Yep, girls are stupid.
Yeah.
And boom, Facebook pulls the comment.
Yep.
Reports it to us. Okay. He literally said, girls are stupid.
Yeah.
Okay. Which then Steven gets on and says, haha, men are stupid. does not get pulled down.
Because we're living in a matriarchy, not a patriarchy.
Maybe you need to write boys are stupid.
What's even better is Jeremy then, right? And I would have said that. If you maybe said boys, well, then I would have gave it a little bit more. But then Jeremy writes, hey, I got banned for saying men are pigs.
Yeah, I fucking wrote men are pigs, and it was for 3 days. Yes. I couldn't comment or do shit on Facebook.
To which Matt did.
No.
Is that what you said?
I didn't even say, because Jeremy wrote it out with like the 3 and all that.
Yeah, fuck that.
And I replied to him. I said, but Jeremy DeWitt, men are, and I put the pig emoji.
Yes.
And not. That was probably about 20 minutes later. I got the notification from Facebook.
Yeah.
They're like, we have removed your hate speech.
Yes.
And your account is on review. Blah blah blah. We've reported you to the admins of the group, and all that. And
well, you guys remember a long time ago, I was actually out of the support group, and somebody was actually talking about some problems that her daughter was having in high school, and I said, that's tough. Girls can be vicious, and that got taken down as hate speech.
Right.
What in the world is going on?
Yeah, you can write like cum sucking motherfucker anal fight.
Anal fight?
Yeah, anal fight. Let's have an anal fight.
That's how every episode of Potu
Because
ends.
Facebook hates
Anal fight.
Anal fight.
It's because
I'll plug yours first.
It's because Facebook hates men.
Double dog.
What do you think, Pete? What do you think about this?
What?
What do you think about it?
I think Matthew Duch is living up to his name, causing all sorts of problems. No, it's funny to me that we'll never know why, because none of us in this room, well, and maybe Matt does because I don't know enough about Matt's history, but none of us truly understand algorithms and how they work and how they flag and what the criteria is and all that.
They explained it in Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Okay. So, furnace. July. No, but
That's Civil War.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Martha.
I'm just gonna go. I can't do it anymore. Okay, so Steven, please take over and explain to us the algorithms as brought to us in The Winter Soldier to explain why you can say men are stupid, but you can't say girls are stupid.
Because this society is built to preserve and promote women nowadays, and we don't care about men. So.
See, I don't remember that part in The Winter Soldier. You're gonna have to be more specific.
Oh, you had to be pretty smart to understand that.
Okay, so then will you call the person that explained it to you, so then they can explain it to us?
I didn't need it explained to me. It's
Sure.
apparent.
Sure.
It's apparent. The only reason they don't like men or pigs is because they think that that's insulting pigs. That's the only reason they took that one down.
That could be.
That's not fair. Don't compare pigs to men.
Yeah, that's what this world thinks of us. We're expendable. We're the first ones that have to get off the boat. We're the ones that have to die. We have the highest suicide rate. No one cares. We have a lower college rate than women. No one talks about it. We have more death in job work sites. Nobody gives a fuck. It's just the way it is.
And to finish the story, so then of course I go right back to the thread and I post up the screenshots of Facebook reviews and all that, which is fine. You can post a picture of the comment that they're reviewing, perfectly fine. So then I see that Steve's "Men Are Stupid" is still up, and so then I get back on. I decide to press it a little bit more, and I go on. I go with "Men Are Morons," and again I get flagged. I get pulled. I get a review notice.
Yeah. Again,
so
that's insulting to morons.
So men can be stupid, but they can't be morons.
Or pigs.
Or pigs. So. And don't talk bad about girls ever for any reason.
Pretty wild stuff.
Yeah.
Man, I've been telling you guys this is coming for years.
You have been.
You have.
Yes, you have been, Steven. I mean, I could care less if your post gets pulled down, but I still think it's funny. I don't like Jeremy getting banned for 3 days.
Thank you.
He had to make a fake account. He got on and fucking picked Steve again.
Sorry.
I know what I like.
That fake account is probably one of those you can delete out of the group to get the numbers down.
Right?
And that's the weirdest thing too. Is I only got those review notices, and they said basically I've been clean up until that point, and just to watch myself, so veiled threat. But then Jeremy gets hit for 3 days.
Weird.
And it goes back to what you were saying, Pete. It's like, okay, fine, but be consistent.
Well, I
don't
think
just...
it's because it was your first time. See, I've been
but I hit
been
him
banned for a
too.
couple days before too. So.
Plus, weren't you reported? Didn't someone report you?
Oh yeah, recently somebody
that's
reported,
right.
but they took me back.
Yeah,
after
they
I fought
sided
it.
with you on
Yeah.
that, but yeah.
Fucking idiot.
All right, so these people would like to join the support group. We'd love to have you until it gets to the number that Steven has done with you. So, Alexander Johansson. It's difficult to say who my favorite is. From Pete's savagery or Travis's selective dyslexia or Steven's war on estrogen. It's got to be Pete. The man is just too damn entertaining.
I disagree.
I feel bad for shit talking that guy in the Cabal.
Luke Moore. He says Steve.
Thanks.
That's it.
That's it.
From here on out, if it's just a name with no explanation, it doesn't count anymore.
We don't ask.
Steven.
Change that to who is your favorite host and why.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yep. Stephen Baker. Ha! I don't know. Pete sent me the group info in a message.
Oh, he's trying to drum up votes for himself. Good job, Pete. That worked.
I don't know who that is. Is there a picture?
Good thing you said it on the mic.
There wasn't. I deleted it.
Stephen Baker? Was it PH or V?
I don't know. I forgot already.
I think it was a V.
Yeah, William White. You're right. Ugh.
Oh, God. I got to come back to this drama. It's pretty good. Okay. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Aston Huddleston. Steve.
Nice.
No explanation.
Always with the C.
Yeah,
They
and
didn't
Eston.
institute
Pete,
that part.
Pete, he's hilarious. Pete,
And
he got
Eston
me to
is
the
his
group.
name?
Steve.
Eston.
Eston. You can rearrange those letters and it probably spells Steven, too.
Here's the name.
What's going on here? What's going on? I like it.
Drew Snyder. Travis.
Oh, shit.
Wow, everybody that doesn't vote for me is lame as shit.
Joe Rizzo. To be honest, I like all three of you guys. And Bill is cool, too. Bill.
Random fourth bill.
All right, well, Joe Crazy Bill.
Not done.
Oh, not done.
But gun to my head, I got to go with Pete. My guy drops the F-bombs like they're going out of style.
Oh,
and all fun
congratulations.
boys love what you do.
Hell yeah, I'll drop fuck bombs like Hiroshima.
Okay, the guy can swear. Ooh. Why do you like him? Oh, he says fuck a lot.
He knows
Steve.
naughty words.
Why do you like him? What do you like Pete for? Oh, he says fuck.
Hey, who'd you vote for? Steve. It's fucking snowing.
Honestly?
Honestly.
Nice.
Now you want to go to Florida?
I want to go to the hot tub.
Dominic Espinoza. Lord Stephen Bouchatti.
That's a good guy.
Diana Reedy.
I was going to do another this way, and then I remembered it's a 5.
Is this Brett
so
Reedy's
there
wife?
you go.
Brett Reedy's wife. Travis.
You always get the girls. Because
Well-
Travis is that guy that they just want to take to pick out curtains.
Hey, she's begging Brett Reedy. Can we really trust her judgment?
I
don't
love
know
Brett.
that.
I love Brett. He's such a cool guy.
I like Brett. and I
Brett's
like-
the guy.
I
If
like
I
his-
take my shirt off, I always know Brett's shirt's
yeah.
coming off too.
Dude, the cool thing about Brett is the exact same as us. So you know his wife is the exact same of our wives of, shut up, Brett.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Oh, yeah.
she's just like our wives, putting up with the bullshit.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed. All right, real quick. I know I said we were done with toy drama, but this one was kind of funny, and I wanted to make sure
This
I brought
this
it
toy drama is great. Steve.
up. Byron Pierce posted in G.I. Joe Uncensored. So sick of fucking his tanks. And it's a picture,
Of his tanks? Sure enough, picture of his tanks.
a lot of his tanks at his Walmart.
Well,
Okay?
they're pretty cool.
He's
Yep.
so sick of them, though.
He's so sick of them.
These things should be history.
Jeffrey
They call me the Punisher.
That was a dad joke.
Jeffrey Steele goes, you could try fucking some Ostrikers to change things up. Keep it interesting.
I like that guy. I like that guy.
Thank you, Francisco,
Dude,
for
that's
tagging me in
fucking,
that one.
that's frame worthy,
That's
man.
fucking gold. That's fucking gold. I literally, that was one where I read it, and I just started dying laughing.
That's the kind of guy that when he comes into the support group has a great reason as to why he likes me the most. That's not just a Steve guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, great reason. He swears a lot when he can't think of things to say. He puts in the F word.
I picked Steve because his yelling is like nails on a chalkboard.
Okay, we got to do this. We did a meme contest. This was for our Patreon members only. They were allowed to create a meme. Those memes, then how we decided what would move on to the support group was Steve picked 4 of his favorite memes. Peter picked 7. I picked 4. And Heidi, who was with me when I was doing it, she picked 2. What you're going to see is actually a lot of them kind of all blended together. Actually, Bill was in with us too. Bill picked a couple as well. And we picked our favorite ones, the ones we thought were funniest, and we moved those onto the support group. I will say, all of them were funny.
Not all of them. There was a couple that were like just regular ones that were pulled from the internet that weren't actually podcast related, which it's like, read the rules, dum-dums.
Oh, I guess I might not have noticed
But
those ones.
other than that,
Yeah.
by and large, that was one of the funniest threads that I've ever seen.
Oh, it was
so good.
It was so good. So we picked up top ones. We then put it in the support group. They were voted on by our listeners. We had 2 that won. Cody, I don't know if you're capable right now. I don't know what you got going. This is one of them. Okay, and this one that's coming up, we had 2 that tied with the exact same amount of votes. And this was one of them, which was just magical. Scary, creepy, magical. Okay? This was one of the winners. And the plan is we are going to reach out to both of these winners, and we are going to
Are you
connect with
going to
them.
tell people who made it?
Yeah, but here's the fun part.
You don't remember.
No, I do know. I don't remember, no, but I went and looked. I did research. Hello, someone on this podcast has to do some research.
Can we just stop for a second and look at the look on Travis's face in that meme? Petting a cat.
Are you going to explain it for the audio listeners?
Yeah, we should.
That
Jeremy, go ahead. Please explain it.
All right. Well, we have a picture of the 3 hosts on Skype.
Well, 1 host, 2 co-hosts.
Oh, that is true. The Lord is hosting on top, and they are all at least shirtless, and they all have creepy, dirty smiles on their faces. And Travis has a cat on his shoulder. The only nipple I see is Pete's, although Travis's may be under all that fur. And the line, yeah, you got nipples. You don't have a belly button, but
They took the nipples too.
Oh, okay. It says when you practice social distancing and proper COVID protocol, but refuse to cancel the circle jerk.
so good.
This is freaking gold.
You guys' face is serious.
My face says I'm drunk. Steve's face says I'm in my basement. And Travis's says I fucked this cat. Yeah, I just got some pussy. What about you?
Yeah.
Let's real quick. I want you guys to guess who did this. Who put this one together?
Matthew Rodriguez.
I don't.
That doesn't.
That's
reach a ground.
Is that a Francisco Ramirez?
Bingo. Bingo.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Francisco Ramirez with this one. Francisco.
That dude is the fucking Muhammad Ali of punches, man.
He is very, very. I did a live video the other day, inebriated, and Francisco literally made me laugh. And also, this is the one where Matt won a gift, but I did it and it was just for our Patreon supporters in the Patreon group, and Francisco literally almost made me cry. Like, I was laughing so hard at a freaking comment he wrote. Inebriated.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
That
Yeah.
adds to it.
Yep, but he is a funny dude. Francisco, I will get with you. Hopefully you will be on our side of the border soon where I can get it to you, but I know you go back and forth, buddy. All right, because he's a coyote. All right, so the next one is also beautiful. and super fun. I just, it's just so good.
With this picture we see on top Jean Grey and Scott Summers making out, and over Scott it says Wig Tickum hosts, and over Jean it says 2.0 hosts, and then underneath we see Wolverine standing out front with them in the background, and he looks very sad, and over him it says Justice Curry.
It is beautiful.
This one's a Matt Rodriguez, isn't it?
Any other guesses?
X-Men feels like Matt.
It probably was, but I'm gonna go Chris Kelly just because he had a ton of good ones,
He
and he
did
deserves
too.
a shout out.
He crushed it too.
Chris Kelly is the winner of this.
Okay,
one.
all right.
Yes.
Suck it.
Yeah. So I will definitely begin with both those guys. They have been with us for a long time.
Yes, sir.
A long time, and we definitely appreciate them. This was just a fun little thing we tried to do for our Patreon supporters. And if you guys are interested, the links are all over the place. Check us out on Patreon. We try to take care of them.
Can I just say one of the comments? Ryan Gonzalez says Steve's hair looking really thin in that picture. Those fuckers, don't pick on my Stevie like that.
Me and Travis got a haircut together.
That was the real
together?
reason Steve was sitting
Pretty-
in his running
pretty
Jeep.
much.
It's because his hair.
Well, this is
thinner.
after a haircut, so this
Yeah.
is Fuck.
You didn't get much take off the top. Oh, because you're concerned.
No, they were good. They had to use the thinning shears.
Who was it?
Your Jesse.
My Jesse.
Well, your sister-in-law is what I was going to say.
Those were a lot of fun, and I really appreciate it. And those memes will definitely be showing up again, as I'm going to be using them for a long time. So
Wow.
they were great, absolutely great. Thank you guys very much. All right.
Next, why don't we do? Doesn't Matthew Duch have something
he's
for
got
us?
A
trivia
little thingamajiggy,
contest?
right?
Ooh.
Or a trivia thing? I don't know if it's a contest.
I got prizes. So I mean,
Fuck.
why not?
Cool, because I got to roll. So
Well, you're stuck in. So
I have D&D on Sundays, and you guys always want to take 45 minutes of cock blocking each other before we get started. So
All right. So you stepping out?
no, I'll do this real quick and then
do
I'll
this,
go.
and then you got. Okay, good. All right. So, first question. Now, what I did here, as I've been going through the back catalog, I've just kind of been jotting down random bits of trivia, things that made me laugh, whatever. And I figured if I ever got the opportunity to be in the same room as these knuckleheads, I would see how much they pay attention to their own show after 389 episodes. So,
It's 309.
actually 209, but
That's what I meant.
I
Sorry.
messed you up there.
Ah!
Ha! Okay, first question, in no particular order.
Do we just yell it out?
I think so. Yeah, I think it'll be easiest. So, this is the #1 snack cake according to Pete's Top 10.
The zebra cake rolls.
Very good.
Sorry, I thought I had another sneeze. Bitch, if you don't hand me a zebra, unless you hand me a zebra cake.
Now,
Right? Get the fuck out.
here's a bonus prize. This isn't the prizes, but and unfortunately, my little Debbie rip was out of the zebra cake rolls. They're having a problem with their top sellers right now.
Doors right there, man.
But I brought something I think you'll love just as much, and that's the unicorn
oh
sparkling
yeah!
cakes.
Hey, it comes with
So-
a unicorn mask on there too.
Yes, you
Oh,
get
what?
to punch out
On
the
the back.
mask. So I got a couple of them because I didn't know how many
yeah.
you fat fuckers would.
I mean,
eat
there's
up.
no way these are going to be Cobra Kai
we got-
cakes, but they're going to be good.
Those were fucking good. You guys are weird.
There's the door. Matt will show you where it's at.
Hey,
All right, so Pete's got one.
Yeah, Pete's got one.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Travis was late to episode 86 and missed the opening. Pete told him he only needed to know 3 things to catch up: wedding songs, popples, and what?
Jesus, that is something I have no idea.
I don't even know where to start.
Popples, must be back during Courtney's box days.
Yep, 86. Yep, that's
anal sex.
Weddings,
sex. All right.
wedding
Travis,
songs.
you got any guess there?
Popples.
I have no idea.
All right, and this is particularly concerning to me because I spent last night in a Whitehall hotel, but it was hotel floors covered in semen.
Like I said, anal sex.
Wow.
Yes.
That's quite the wide variety.
It was.
Smell good.
And that was just the opening of the episode. So, all right.
These are sparkling strawberry unicorn cakes.
These are good.
Did I really say that? I don't think I would say anything about anything being cum covered. That doesn't sound like me.
It was you. It was Steve brought it up. No, you were catching Travis up on what you guys covered before he got there. So, what musical group did Travis reference and use their lyrics to express his dissatisfaction with Steve starting Po2? So he used some lyrics after Steve started Po2.
Was it from 7 Mary 3?
No, but I think you brought that group up there. So if no one else gets the exact, I'm giving it to
I
Jeremy.
love 7 Married 3.
I know you do.
I have no idea, but I can't wait because this sounds like
It's
fun.
Meatloaf, Paradise in the Dashboard Light.
I also love Meatloaf.
Yes. It was actually Panic at the Disco he used.
Oh,
So
what were the lyrics?
I didn't write it down.
I know what it was.
Did that
Haven't
trigger
you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door?
All right.
Do you even know who Panic at the Disco is?
I do. I love a couple of their songs.
And I think that was the song he used. I just can't remember which lyrics he referenced. I should have written it down. But how long did it take until the first necrophilia joke was made? And, of course, it was Travis who made the joke. So what episode?
It was
How
for
long?
episode number?
Yes, episode
So is
number.
this closest to, like, without going over Price is Right
I
rules?
love it, yes.
41.
Travis?
40.
Jeremy?
52.
53.
God damn it, 41. I cannot believe that. And you say he doesn't listen to anything. He's got
He
these.
guessed that
That was straight up luck. That was just.
Wow.
And I chime in. Haven't you people ever heard of? Woo!
All right. Episode 35. Pete asked Old Man Kyle if a Mandalorian was half blank and half blank.
Half man, half DeLorean.
100%, Steven.
I got something.
Did I really ask that?
You did.
So I was like 4 years ahead of all the memes when The Mandalorian came out. I'm better than all of you.
So Pete's the real winner here.
Peacock.
Jesus.
All right, Travis.
I didn't get any of these.
This
I'm
next,
lucky I can remember what happened last week.
if you don't get this next one, then you
Okay.
made it up,
Okay.
which I think you did.
Okay.
So, what did Travis use to wipe his ass when he had to take a shit outside of his trailer in the woods?
I know this one.
What is it?
So
You-
answer it.
My sister's Raggedy Ann doll.
You sick mother!
Oh
you
my God.
actually did it.
You are the worst.
You monster.
You are the worst.
Hey, Raggedy, do you have a problem with shit sticking to your fur?
I gotta go to the bathroom. Your sister's in the shower. I gotta go right now. Your sister's in the shower. You're not coming in here. Okay. I'll go out in the woods.
Hey,
Guess what?
Hey,
They tried
sis.
to wash that off, and Raggedy Ann's face fell off, except for her freckles.
Word for word. I just listened to that recently.
Hey, sis, here's your Raggedy ass towel back.
You sick.
And you two still have a relationship.
Still friends.
All right. According to many early episodes, what segment does Travis hate the most?
Oh, this is easy.
How are you?
Yeah.
What's going on? What's new?
All right, I'm giving that to both of you. Let's split that.
No, we're not. Him saying I know what it is isn't an answer.
You cut him off.
That's how the game is played, Matt.
No, it isn't.
Oh,
You
I'm
cut
sorry.
Travis off.
I'm gonna go ahead.
What?
I didn't know the answer.
So-
I didn't know he wiped his ass with a Raggedy Ann doll because he's a human piece of garbage.
So in Jeopardy, someone
Just don't
buzzes
write that on
in.
Facebook.
They go, "What is it?" If someone jumps in before,
Fine. Are you happy? Everybody happy now? Okay.
yes.
Is everybody happy in the Cabal now?
Pete took,
Okay.
took
I'm
the
being
card.
treated like everybody else. We're all happy.
Pete took the card, ripped it in half, and threw it at me
Good. We're all happy.
because he's a little bitch.
All right.
So from here on out, guys, it's the first person to answer correctly wins. I don't care about your fucking feelings. Continue, Mr. Duch. Matthew Bottaducci over here.
I knew this was going
This
to be
fucking
great.
Partridge Family.
I knew it. Episode 74.
Okay.
This was the phrase that pays contest, which you guys should bring back. That was amazing. None of them even look like they know what I'm talking about.
I do remember this one. You would play like Courtney making that hot, like sexy sound.
Yes.
Oh.
Yep. I think it was the
Someone-
last time Courtney was ever sexy around me, but
Somebody
it was
would.
pretty awesome.
One of you guys would give a phrase. Old man Kyle did one when he was guesting,
Oh.
and whoever messaged you first won.
Okay.
Pete did the first one. What was the phrase?
Oh,
Something.
motherfucker. I know this, too.
Nope, that wasn't it. 10 seconds.
It was a line from a movie, if I remember correctly.
Beelzebub has the devil put aside for me.
Yeah. Song lyric. All right.
For me.
Yeah, that's a great song by Seven Mary 3.
Yeah.
Actually, Panic at the Disco, he actually does that live, and it's amazing.
Trav, did I just see you eyeball the unicorns and then decide? No, not
He's
now.
too good for that now, Jeremy.
So fucking proud of you.
I can't wait to get done so I can eat one.
Don't encourage
I'll
him.
never be able to do that.
What is Pete's number one criticism of Steve's openings around the 80-ish episode?
Welcoming everybody back.
100%.
I'm not ripping this one, fuck stain.
Okay. This is especially in the early episodes, 40s, 30s, I've noticed it, but Steven gets off topic a lot. He thinks it's on topic, but he's got his rants, whatever. And he feels that's fine. But what subject does he get very irritated with whenever Pete and Travis bring it up? That's off topic from toys.
Sex?
Politics?
Nope.
Work?
Nope.
It's all on you, Scott.
You got anything?
Shit.
Comics?
No, you guys always talk. If anything, you talk about comics more then than you do now.
Yeah, we did. But I tried to think of something that they would do together that would be more than me.
Something TV? No.
The beach?
Sex was what I thought, but yeah.
Nope.
That would have been my guess as well.
Fantasy football.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
I hated that shit.
Which, by the way, if you guys are still playing, we got to get in a league next year. So,
I'm not.
I don't either.
damn you guys. All right, last one. Here we go. And sorry, Jeremy, I didn't. You did get one though, but I didn't expect you to be on. So I would have pulled more from your episodes.
Just so everybody knows, nobody can beat me at this point. So I'm unbeatable.
He's unbeatable. All right. In many early episodes, Pete said that this would never not be funny. What is it?
Rape. What was it?
Farts.
Oh, yeah.
The
He
first
says rape, and actually that's where I would have. That's where I was gonna go.
I thought it was going to be something that was totally taboo.
Right, yeah.
Well, no, but to go from the early when he first
Talking
started
about
farting,
farts,
you're going
not eating
This
farts.
is amazing. It'll never not be funny. And then from literally gagging on Travis's fecal matter.
Yeah.
That's so. It looks like Pete's our winner.
No, you didn't. I still win.
So
I got three. I got
2.5.
I got 3.5 because Matt's an asshole.
That's right.
I'll go last with I'll go with Pete last for the prizes. But
How sad is it we literally can't remember things we said? How sad
When
is
you
that?
say as much bullshit we say,
right.
Truth.
and as you'll see as I'm handing this stuff out, you guys would have gotten this anyway. So it's whose line is anyways. The points are meaningless and nothing matters. But
not to Pete.
Yeah, they mean a lot to Pete.
and this is stuff that I've had for a little bit here. I
I don't care if it's pretend or not. If you don't fucking go for the W, you know, if you ain't first, you're last.
He will be able to Pete cock proud all day that he won the first My Wife is Gonna Kill Me trivia contest. But so Jeremy, I saw this and I just thought of you immediately. You guys
my
probably
God.
have some of this stuff
I
already.
actually don't have a Pac-Man Tamagotchis.
I know you. I always see you talking about Pac-Man and the early Atari box art and all
Yep.
that. So
Do you have to feed it
That's
ghosts?
fucking awesome. I don't. That
Well,
doesn't
it's
look
like-
like a ghost. It just looks like a little.
It's like a
monster.
gigapet. Is that what those are?
Yeah. It's
yeah, same kind of thing.
Same idea.
Steve, I actually had these for even before I knew you. I got them in a lot, but hearing you talk about them, I'm like, okay, this is where they belong because I didn't know what to do with them. So you want to hand those over
Love these.
to Steve?
I'll hand it to him. I just want to.
Oh yeah, go ahead, hold them up for.
Somebody's
It's
one?
just funny because I got them in a lot when I bought some He-Man Golden books.
Nice.
And then here in the early episodes where you talk about how that's where you were exposed to it, it's like, okay, these need to go to Steve.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I don't have this one at all.
And they both had the records too.
I feel that. That's
So-
awesome. Thank you. I love that.
The records.
Travis, you were the hard one because I'm like, what? Probably anything I give him, he's gonna flip. So
Should have just gone to Insanities in the back room,
nice.
which is sex toys.
And he might flip those too.
He probably would.
After he uses them.
After he uses them, yeah, the price goes up.
But
They're certainly gonna get flipped in my living room by my kid.
Yeah, that's right.
I gotta mention something real quick. I'm at Travis's house Friday, and I get a text message from Adam and Eve, where I'm a member, and it says, "Adam and Eve, your buttload of fun ends soon," and it's a link to all of the butt plugs on sale.
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
They still on sale or
Which one you wearing?
They are through Sunday.
nice?
Which one you wearing?
None today.
That ends soon, listener. Get over to Adam and Eve right now. But yeah, the early episodes, you definitely read a lot of comic books. This is one of my favorites. It unfortunately only got one series, but this is the trade. It's got everything. If you haven't read it, hopefully you'll enjoy it. But it is Tales of the Realm. It was by MV Creations. It follows these actors that live in a modern fantasy world. So there's like TV shows and stuff, and but there's also I kind of think like Onward,
cool.
that kind of setting. But these actors decide to go on a real quest. It's fun. It's Robert Kirkman's involved, if I'm remembering correctly. It's by MV Creations. Val Staples came up with it, and
Written by Kirkman.
yes, so he actually did a
Who
bit
did
of
the
work.
art?
Matt Tyree.
Matt Tyree.
Tyree.
Yeah. So it's a lot of definitely Motu names, but it's a good read. I hope you enjoy it.
Well, and very Motu themed, like
You will see
art.
you will see a lot of Easter eggs. There's a scene with a Wookiee in the background and stuff like that. So I mean, it's
Arts
very
are
well
fun.
done.
Arts are funny.
Well, Skeletor's even on the cover. Spoiler alert.
Skeletors. Let me see it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We like
guys.
Skeletor.
I am sorry.
Did you guys never? They did that. It was about 2000. About 2004, back when it was during the same time as the MV Creations Masters of the Universe comic. I'm surprised you two haven't read it. And Pete,
Yeah.
I've listened through many episodes with you digging deep, bashing on Masters of the Universe, and the ridiculousness, the names, the schemes, everything else. So you probably already have these, but I saw them. I knew I needed to give them to you just to remind you. Just look at them every time you're about to bash Masters of the Universe. And that is a Donatello in a...
Spike 'em all.
It's
He's literally got balls
He's a water-
on his back.
Got one of the water
he's a water
squirters.
squirter, yeah.
Yep.
Ready to give a blowjob on the beach. Give, not take. And then the other one... next time you want to bash Prince Adam, take a look at this Michelangelo right here.
This is a flippin' one.
Look at his pinkness.
And that it's a Michelangelo in a pink leotard with like a Freddie Mercury inspired mask. I didn't even know it fucking flipped.
I don't remember how it works. Jeremy, help me
I
out.
don't know. It's a wrestling.
It's the
Mikey
wrestling.
and his wrestling.
I bet
gear.
he wrestled with all the guys down at the dock. That's
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Wrestled with
thank
his
you
identity.
guys. You guys put together an awesome show here. So.
Yes, I do.
Peacock. Somebody make this a shirt. I just want to get a peacock with Pete's face on it.
Peacock. He's never did stand well.
Thank you very much, Matt.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Dude,
Thank you, Matt.
Super cool. And I will. I literally will probably read this today. If not, I'll read it while I'm working tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, now
I told you to pick me first.
So, moving on. Thank you, Matt.
That
was
Pete,
awesome.
Pete, you want to rip through your thanks UPS guy
And then
before you
leave.
head out, or
Yeah, I can do
you got
that.
time?
Thanks, UPS guy. I picked up a toy. I know it's not like me,
It's fucked up, man.
and I actually paid for it.
Who the fuck's this guy?
Paid for it. Paid sticker for it because it was the right thing to do. And the guy I bought it from drives a real hard bargain. So now the other stuff I bought, I didn't pay sticker for.
Why
'cause
do you
those
look
were
confused
Fortnite
when
figures.
he's saying this?
I don't remember Pete putting money in my hand, but
I paid you cash money for this one,
I believe you.
and the Fortnite figures.
It doesn't matter. I don't remember. So
Cody remembers.
I do remember. Didn't you ask
So-
Cody for money, and then Cody gave you money, then you gave me money?
So
But
let's put this.
it
in
was
perspective.
my money that Cody
no,
gave
I
me.
understand. I
I just want to put this into perspective. No shows for over a year. Pete his falls away from toys, doesn't buy anything. Blah blah blah. A show happens. Pete's in the moment at a show with toys around him, and he makes a purchase.
multiple.
I always purchased it.
Is his whole toy purchasing
Tied to shows.
tied to shows?
It's tied to in-person stuff. I don't do a ton of online. I don't do pre-orders except for Kickstarters. And Kickstarters are great because you buy them and then you forget about them, and then one day you get a package, you're like, "That's a Kickstarter." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Awesome. So this is Adventures Woodworks. They did a Kickstarter. It's a kick-ass set of dice with skulls inside them, and they're super fun. And they got like skulls, and they were like under the sea kind of pirate treasures, so they kind of got that vibe to them. But yeah, so that was super cool. I was super excited to have this in the old mailbox. Nice little wooden box that they came in. And so the Super Shredder, the NECA Super Shredder, I did bring my Donatello all the way from the hallway for size comparison.
Oh boy, that's stupid.
It's an absolutely great figure. It's so much fun. So
I'm sorry, that pizza went right through me.
That gravy.
it is that gravy. The other thing I got was actually a gift from a listener, and this is for real toy collectors. This is a holy grail. This is the Stone Protectors Mow and Surf Attack Scooter.
Holy fuck.
Still in the box. It's not sealed, but it is amazing.
You love it, don't you?
Jesus.
And so this is a great addition. So huge thanks to Scotty Wiles, who came up from Indiana and gave that to me. So
Yeah, Motu's fucking
Don't you have a
stupid.
package to
yeah,
open?
Motu is so stupid. What?
You have a package?
Yep, I got a package. as
Dude,
well.
what's crazy about that? Scott Wiles. Oh my God. He goes, "I love you guys' podcast, Peter. I got this for you. Made me think of you."
So good.
He comes over to me. He says, "Travis, what size shirt do you wear?" Gives me this. You know, I think because of how well we were late. Steve, I know it's early, but what'd he get you?
He said hi to Steve.
The scary part is I'm afraid he actually did give me something. I don't remember it. But I don't think he did.
Curtis Ackerman, I don't know if you're still on the YouTube or not. You sent a package to Steven's house. Just covering the addresses. For me. And I'm totally going to be honest with you. I apologize if I bought something from you and never paid. Because I don't know what this is. So it might be a gift. It might be something I owe you money for. But I got Uncle Joe's stimmy money up in the account, so I'll send it to you if need be. So I'm going to open it up on the show here. Bubble mailer. So obviously he didn't care that much about it.
Yeah.
I think it's a book on.
For Pete.
For Pete.
I'm not going to go there. Look at this. Pete's
I'm unwrapping it.
unwrapping to bubble wrap.
For Pete.
Which is
It
also
also
for
says for Pete, just in case you didn't know.
He's making sure that me and Travis
I
don't
feel
get our
like he's insulting your intelligence.
grubby hands on it.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. This isn't going to be any of your bullshit toys, boys. This is man shit here. Curtis Ackerman, are you there? Yes, you are. It's just a gift. Thank you so much. Oh, shit.
This is gonna be some gay dice shit.
I smell dice.
Yeah.
Gay dice shit. You literally
Smells good.
butt fuck a man on a Motu podcast. Die Hard Dice.
We
It's
never do that on the podcast.
Just like Steven's dick, choking hazard, right? Right. And they are Mythica Dark Iron. Oh, those are absolutely awesome.
All right,
Look at those.
How many of those can you put up your ass?
Look at those.
So what'd you get, Jeremy?
Wow.
What? Oh, yeah.
Those are super cool, Curtis. Thank you very much. They are almost basically like an ancient kind of a wrought iron, kind of dwarven font, metal dice.
Dwarven font. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, well.
I've never heard those
Wow.
words put together.
I'm going home today and I'm going to roll these bad boys. Tell me that's not awesome. Look at the
these.
craftsmanship.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
So,
I mean, that's a cool, neat little piece.
Nice and heavy too.
yep, standard set of 7 polyhedral.
17.
Oh,
Take
they
that,
roll
right?
nice.
Good enough
Look
to
at
hit.
that.
Yep.
Look at that. Look at that. Nat ones galore. Awesome.
So fucking cute.
That's an awesome gift.
I'm glad he found something he loved.
Dude, that is such an awesome gift.
If you're into that,
Thank
it's
you
like-
again, Curtis. That's very, very cool. So, thank you for the turtles. Thanks, Scott Wiles, for this.
I mean, like if you were
Thanks
into
to my
suckers
Kickstarter habit for
that
that.
are shaped like penises, it'd be like it's not my thing, but I'm glad you're sucking the hell out of it.
Thanks to Travis for the sweet deal on that. Well, I don't know if it was a sweet deal or not. I just paid sticker price for it.
Let me-
But it was cheaper than what?
Let me ask you, out of your gifts that you've gotten today, and I mean even the one you purchased on your own, out of all those, what is your favorite one? You only get to pick one.
To be honest with you, it's going to be the dice. Just because it's something that it's going to be part of something that I do. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be super excited to see the figures on the shelf as part of the collection. But once this is posed in a plastic bag on the doorknob, I'll never touch it again. You know what I mean?
I don't,
So-
dude. I honestly, for me, it's the Stone Protectors.
Well, it's
I think
great.
it's freaking
Pretty
cool.
fun.
And
That's
it's going to
a
be a
fucking
kick-ass display
lawnmower.
piece.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm actually the dice I'll actually roll
You'll
in
use.
game, and
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, the dice are really gonna influence if you live or die.
You know what? You can say whatever. I've already lost one of our party members, and I'm still not over it.
You can tell that they never played D&D.
No, they
I
never played
completely
D&D.
get where you're coming from. They have not had to mourn the loss of a companion or a character.
Maverick said a couple things up there.
Did you fart again?
No, not
Or is
again.
it just
It's probably,
making its way?
All right, there you go.
All right, that's my cue.
It says Pete should look up Pixel Dice Kickstarter. Think you'd really enjoy them. They're light up dice.
I did. Somebody actually sent me them. They are very cool. So
Can we pause the show, stay live on YouTube, take a little breather here while we allow Pete to exit?
I got a pee too.
You guys were trying to get Steve's shot.
Which one was that?
The arrow hood ornament. You want him to go to someone's house and sneak it onto his car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
God dang.
Is that close
can't
enough,
remember
Steve,
shit.
or do I
I
need
don't
to?
remember. There.
There's good.
Yeah.
There's really good.
But you can move that right in front.
So
of you,
hopefully, yeah, I didn't know how close.
Too. Cody,
So,
do you want unicorn little Debbie?
sparkling unicorn.
They're very good.
They really are.
They're so good we opened 2 boxes.
I figured you guys would go through two. So, excuse me.
This is the show that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Pete's gone. We're back.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I should have brought it up because I hate to shit on the guy after he walks out the door. But
Love it.
That's the best part.
I'm excited.
did he say that he has a D&D event and we won't work around? Did he make it sound like we were the ones that?
Well, because we
Yeah.
talked too much before instead of getting started. But he's the one that sits out there and blabs for freaking 3 hours.
Yeah, but what came first?
This.
Yeah.
Oh, by a long shot, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, give him about 2 months and he's gonna be done with D&D anyway. So
I hope so.
I'm just happy to be on the show.
Yep. Yeah. All right. So no Pete. He stepped out. He's got Dungeons and Dragons. Here
But at
we
least
are.
we got to look at the toys that he got.
Yeah.
And you left them here, so who wants what here?
Right.
Well, this
they're
is where
just-
they're gonna sit.
This
for,
is where they sit until Cody removes
Until
them.
Potu happens, and then I move them.
And then
I think Cody will probably clean up well before that, but. Yeah.
I'd also like to point out for all of you guys listening, watching, the Jameson that sat on the table forever here that we all made fun of, they just moved it right off camera there. So that's like
It's here.
3 feet is
here in case we
as
need it.
far as they could move it.
I tried to do some of those shots on the last one, and Pete's like, "Hey, I'm professional now." I'm like, okay.
All right. So Pete did his. He's the only one. What do you got, Trav?
I got a lot.
Well, we got to get to it. So why don't
All
you
right,
get
let's do
started,
it.
buddy?
Scott Wiles shirt at that Grand Rapids show. I love it. Real comic con hero scalper, and it's a fun little play on it. We've seen something like this before. Romo does something like it. I like it. It's going on our website.
Oh.
Nice. Did you already get it, Cody? Not yet. Wait a minute. Then where did you get this information, Cody?
It's happening. Cody's doing deals behind our backs now, and I love it.
When Cody wants something done, it gets done.
That's right.
I got a box from My Action Figure Customs. This was a real big. They had a bunch of stuff up. I, for multiple reasons, did not buy a ton. The biggest one being money. But I still bought a few that I really was interested in. And one of them was this double-sided axe that I thought would be pretty cool with your Templars.
That's not canon for God's Fire.
Definitely not canon for God's Fire, but it will look good in a God's Fire hands, guys.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yep, it's got a couple crosses in each one of the blades. It's a neat little piece.
Very nice piece.
Yep, I was kind of excited about it. This right here was probably the piece that I was most excited about on that sale. So I was glad I could get a couple of them. But let me see if I can get them pulled out. These are shoulder pauldrons, and they have a big old skull on the side. What skull that would be, I have no idea. Maybe it could be an ogre. I don't know. It's size-wise, I'm not real sure. But regardless.
Oh, size-wise?
Yeah.
These are not ogre scale, I don't believe.
Cody's
What's
probably
wrong?
listening on his phone or something. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone said there was something weird with the sound.
Oh,
He's
it's an
probably
audio
checking
had
it
a
out.
delay or something.
Yeah, I thought these were pretty darn cool, and I thought they'd be fine. Idea-wise,
Yeah.
yeah, they're definitely spiky.
Get bloody fingers.
Yeah, I can't imagine someone like when you go to actually put that on a figure.
Oh, see, us guitar players, we got.
Oh, you're tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
You could
tough
handle
right
it.
there, so.
This would never get approved for retail release.
Oh heck no, it's a beast. And I thought it was beautiful,
Oh, one of them little bitches. That's where I go.
kind of fun. And then I bought this, and this is what I believe they called it the Strong Man torso.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that Post had showed us a long time ago. At least showed me, and I was pretty excited about it. They did finally put them out there, and it's just kind of a neat little. It's not the Barbarian. It's not He-Man, of course.
No, he's not ripped. He's not fat.
No, he's not fat either. It's just kind of
It's thick.
and not normal. I don't know if I'd say normal because looking at the four of us, I don't know.
We're not normal.
He's like 1985 WWE wrestler build.
Yeah.
Strong man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's really just kind of a good tone, a term for it. So I was excited about getting that because I do like, and to be honest, like bare-chested, that's in the Mythic Legion realm. Can be a hard thing to get.
It can.
Yep. So the fact that they had them up, that made me happy because it gave me the opportunity to pick up, a couple more of those just in case at some point I have friends that will paint them for me. But,
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby picked me up a Cobra Infantry, the Cobra Trooper from the Classified series. I will say I have not opened it yet, but looking at this figure in the package, I really think it's beautiful. I'm kind of been drifting away from Classified, but getting the Viper, which Bob Rieger helped me out with, and then I actually got to play with Hobby Lobby has a Zartan. Do you have one yet?
No.
Oh my God, Steven.
Well, Zartan's gotten acclaim by almost everybody who's seen it and touched it. So
It it really might be one of the best action figures ever made.
He looks cool.
Yeah, I can't. And I've got some on order, with Big Bad Toy Store, but they are absolutely, It's a beautiful figure. So I'm super excited about it, and I can't even imagine the poses that Steven's gonna get that bad boy in.
If you ever open it.
Yes. I also bought Diamond Select. It did a recent Crow figure. The Crow, easily one of my favorite movies growing up. I still enjoy it to this day.
Did you listen to the soundtrack?
I loved the soundtrack.
Really?
Yep. There was, I should say, there's probably about 4 songs on there I loved. And then there was some that were kind of weird, but I really liked the soundtrack.
Yeah, it was a big one amongst rocker emo dudes back in the. Can you hear me? Am I still in here?
There you go.
Oh, okay. I don't know what happened. Yeah, it was popular amongst rocker dudes.
So one very interesting piece to this, okay, which I bought it because of who? It's because it's the Crow. I love that character. I love the comic. But James O'Barr, a Michigan guy. I'm not a huge Diamond Select guy, but that's okay. Very interesting thing on the back of this that I would not have noticed, but this was sculpted by Chris Dahlberg. Does that name mean anything to you, Steven?
And he used to be in business with the Four Horsemen. Yeah.
That is the 4th Horseman.
Yeah, the one that left.
Still out there doing his own thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, still out there
Good
doing his own
deal.
thing. Yeah. So I was pretty excited about this. I got my little nitpicks looking at it in the package. There's still some things that I guess were better with it. I did love the McFarlane version that came out years ago. I loved that one, but I still felt like it was a really cool piece. And I got this monster.
I saw somebody comment about him today, and they're like, "He's huge." Yeah, that's huge.
Is massive. This is a Hulk figure. Marvel Select from Diamond. It is this big, beefy Hulk, and it's your Savage Hulk. It's probably, I think, maybe even might be from the Immortal, the one that's out now. Maybe not. Oh yeah, it is. This Marvel Select actually based on the appearance in the comic, the Immortal Hulk. I really like this, and when you hold the weight on this bad boy, it is a monster. It's just a big old chunk of plastic.
Blurry.
And what's hard is I'm still kind of, I love the Hulk. I have quite the Hulk collection. There's part of me that is like, God, you kind of got to pick like your favorite ones and not have like this whole shelf of them. But looking at the size and weight of this one and the sculpt, I think it's a beautiful piece. So this might actually be one of the ones that stays in my collection forever.
Whenever I see giant Hulk action figures, I just want people to make a He-Man out of it.
Oh, I get that. I totally get that. Mm-hmm. What do you think, Steve?
I really am. I'm
That's
impressed.
heavy.
I'm impressed by the color.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The color and the shading and the highlighting and looks really good.
It's so funny how your eye picks out something like that based on you knowing how hard it is to do certain parts of that, whereas I would not even. He's big and heavy.
The eyes are done very well.
It's a pretty cool figure. If
His hair looks dirty, he needs to take a bath.
If you're
This is a
into
big motherfucker.
if you're a Hulk guy, I don't know how you don't buy this figure.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Nope, they nailed him.
I can show that if it looks
Classic purple
Beautiful.
pants, green. I mean,
Yep.
it's the
fat
it's the
daddy.
Hulk. Might be one of the most true.
Yeah.
If you think of the Hulk, that should be what you think of.
I got him and the Crow figure from Gavin and Deanna from Tardy's Collectibles Corner in Grand Rapids. Wonderful people, some of our personal favorites.
It was very awesome to see them yesterday.
Oh yeah, God, I love them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gavin is just such a great dude.
And he's into cool, weird toys, and
Oh yeah,
that's fun.
oh yeah, Gavin's like your dude.
Yeah.
Man. Yep. Last but not least, this is something super fun. And the fact that I'm sitting here, I wish Pete was here for this part, because he'll never hear this now, and I'll have to explain it to him again. But I was given this at the toy show a week ago, and it was from Russ Coulter. It's a comic book, and it's called Big Jack. All right. I don't know a single thing about this comic. Obviously, I can look at the cover of it and check out the inside art. But the great thing about this, black and white, kind of like has almost like a Walking Dead vibe. I mean, literally, the guy looks like he could have been an artist for some Walking Dead stories.
Yeah.
The amazing part of this is this was a Kickstarter comic, and our buddy Russ Coulter from Crop Marks in Grand Rapids printed it.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
He has the ability now to print comics. He's getting the even after this one, he said he learned some things, and now he's going to get like a special printer that it does a better job, and what kind of paper to use, all that kind of stuff. And he is now going to be offering that service for people. If you want your comic book published,
That's awesome.
he will print it for you.
Looking out for the little guy. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Nice.
and to have a guy like Russ, who Russ is one of our inner circle guys. He's not on the show a ton. He's definitely been in pictures. He's been interviewed. He's been on game shows. He is just a great dude who really just kind of loves a lot of the same stuff we do. And so I asked him for some information about it. He said it's a Kickstarter from Peter Welmerink. He has done a series of zombie novels set in West Michigan area. Big Jack is a character from that universe. The guy is set up at several conventions. He possibly was even at the first year of MesquiteCon, which I'm not sure about that. But Russ has known this guy for a long time. He asked if he could print the comic. He's refining the production aspect of it, and this is a service that he's going to want to be offering. He has a printing business of over 25 years experience, and the dude loves comics. So this is something he's going to do.
Kind of reminds me of like a Paul Bunyan type.
Yeah, it kind of
looks feel
like
to it.
Yeah.
Big, strong, strapping guy on the cover. I like it. I hope he has a strong woman behind him in the story, or else this will be boycotted and canceled. But it looks great.
It's pretty neat, and it just makes me excited to think. And obviously, I would love to support Russ and his ventures. He's doing the little mini 112 comics. We've talked about those that are just beautiful. But the fact that he's going to be doing this, and like I think about someone, I mean, I know two guys that can draw. Pete.
I don't know about comics, but
Pete has dreams, of going down this road. I mean, Pete has a lot of dreams, of course.
Sure.
But, I just think that's pretty damn cool, and to have somebody that you could just reach out to. And obviously, we know Matt. Matt's had numerous comics now produced. But the fact that if you really want now, you can have your buddy print it in Grand Rapids.
for sure.
That's
awesome.
fun. Super fun.
Yep.
So I was super excited.
Super
about
cool.
That.
Hope
Yeah.
that leads to more stuff for Russ.
Yeah, for sure. And that is it for me.
All right. Jeremy,
Cool. Sure, I brought some stuff.
what you got, buddy?
Well, the first thing I got is a dude named Chris Fawcett. He's in the turtle community, and he has created a book called Rad Plastic, which is this big honkin' Mahunga It's very heavy. You could knock out somebody with it. And basically, it's from like Inception all through, and it doesn't really have like the final product so much as it has more of like prototypes and first shots and the whole story behind the making of the Playmates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toy line from the 80s and 90s.
Oh, that is cool.
And it's done very, very well, and tons of art. I mean, it's just so good. So good. I don't know how many are left, but that's a big fat daddy.
Oh my gosh! I thought when I handed you that Hulk, it was a big deal. Wow.
Yeah, pretty good. Next, I'm gonna actually kind of one up Pete in a way, even though he's not here. Oh, his head's stuck underneath. See, he brought the Super Shredder, the normal one, which is actually I did too for comparison. But they also have the Shadow Master Super Shredder, who I actually got at our local Walmart.
Perfect.
And he's a little different. He's colored darker. There is still sort of a shiny purple hue on him, but it's nothing like the other one. Like
Purple.
is more
purple.
more cartoony almost. But I mean, it's exactly how the movie looked. But the other difference is he's got like a pleather cape. It's not like this other one is more of a, clothy type material, and this one's kind of shiny pleather. So yeah. And I wasn't gonna get him because I'm like, fuck that. I already have Super Shredder.
Yeah.
But then when you see him and he's $30, and you're like, oh, he's right there.
Yeah.
There's like 5 of them. I have to get one. I'm a turtle guy. And actually, in some way, I think he looks kind of better.
It does look better.
So, I mean, the other one is more movie accurate, but
Right.
If you could swap the cape, that's about the biggest thing. I think this, just my personal, I think this cape is
I
the
think
better cape.
Yeah, the cloth cape looks a little better. The pleather one is kind of weird, but
I like that they gave him different ones.
I
though.
do like
Yeah.
that they went
Yeah.
out of their way to do something different. So maybe it was cheaper too. But regardless, there you go.
That's neat. It's funny.
next.
Yours is in a really cool pose.
Oh yeah, I just made him do this.
Yeah.
He's like, put up your dukes.
Pete's looks.
More jerk offy.
Yeah.
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 He looks like he's gonna have a stroke and good time.
Yeah.
Next.
Oh,
I mean to poke you.
man.
I like Funko Pops. I got nothing against them. But I'm not a huge collector of them because they take up a lot of real estate. But you have to buy the My Pet Monster one,
How cool does it look?
which I picked up at the toy show yesterday in Grand Rapids. And I mean, just the whole skull, just like his fur and everything. He's fucking cute. And
So
I love him
cute.
so much. I love My Pet Monster, so it's fun.
I saw that over there and thought of you. It was after we talked, though, and I didn't see you again, so I'm glad it made it home with you.
Oh yeah, for sure. I had to. And I got that from Gavin.
Yeah.
And he gave me a deal on it too. So yeah, very happy for that
What
guy.
a sexy dude.
Next, you know how I love my Super Mario, my Nintendo
I
stuff.
literally love that Steven is holding your box of toys for
He
you
must-
and handing each one
He's
to
trying to
you.
make this go faster. so- but also he loves me.
Yeah.
This is Lemmy, one of the Koopas from Super Mario Brothers, World of Nintendo, and he's just fucking cute, man. From Mario 3 when they debuted. So
That's a cute
yeah,
toy.
Yeah.
that's my guys.
That's a great line.
I
I wish
cannot get enough.
I wish we'd had it when we were kids.
That's what I'm saying. They never had Nintendo toys when we were kids.
The Happy Meal toys. That's what I had. I
That's
had
it.
the Mario, the like pull back and he runs or whatever.
As a flipper, if I ever get an option to buy video game toys, I always buy them.
Yeah.
Because people forget how limited of runs
Oh,
there
yeah,
were
those-
for video game toys.
My buddy Barry Ovino, his sons, they're twins, and they have this Camp Funko on like Instagram and all this stuff. Well, anyway, they do a lot of reselling and collecting. They're huge Mario people, and they like went through my collection the other day, and they're like, "Oh my God, you have this! Oh my God, you know how much this is worth right now? Oh my God!" Like, no, I don't.
Yeah,
I just
no
get 'em
idea.
and I throw them on my shelf, man. But yeah, apparently they're kind of hard to get in some areas.
oh,
so.
yeah.
And then, well, that's just my wallet. That was just in my ass. There's actually cash in there if you want to rip me off.
Nice.
The last this is my gem from yesterday. It was the Real Ghostbusters Amusement Park Alarms mini storybook. I have none of these, so this was for $1. There was no way I couldn't pass it up, and the art is just awesome. So
If you literally can get anything right now that makes you feel good for $1,
that's what I'm
you
saying.
should fucking buy it.
What I didn't bring was my Ninja Turtle cookie cutters, which I got yesterday at the same booth, and those were $4. So for $5, I walked out with
That book.
this awesome Real Ghostbusters book and some Ninja Turtle doofy looking Ninja Turtles pizza cutters. So
How come you didn't bring the pizza cutters?
I didn't think I was like grabbing because I put them all on the shelves where they were supposed to go, and I was like, oh shit, I need to bring stuff for tomorrow. So I went and I was like, cookie cutters. I did take a picture if you're interested, but so yeah. And I also got this Pac-Man Tamagotchi.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
So there you go.
Awesome.
I don't know what to do with your big giant book.
My big giant book. This is a
Matt, why
fucking
don't you
big
go
book.
ahead? You got anything?
Yeah, I got a few things.
Ooh.
This actually came right as I was loading up the car Friday night from Amazon. Didn't even open it yet.
Exciting.
Suckers.
Where'd you get you from Amazon? Huh?
Amazon, $20.
Steve
Prime,
literally
next
was
day shipping.
falling asleep. He was falling asleep, and you open that
You
thing.
can bust open, take out the minifigures if you want.
No, I don't want to lose any parts.
He got
Or break it.
so damn excited.
They're in bags.
Yes, he did.
Take a look at it. If the minifigures are usually in a separate bag, feel free to bust it open. But yeah, I've been waiting and waiting, and someone posted
Nice.
up that that it was on Amazon, and I'm like, hell yeah! So I threw it, and like I said, it came just as I was getting ready to leave. So can't wait to put that together. I always put all the vehicles together with my kids. It's been a great bonding experience and everything else. Yeah, see, they're always.
Oh yeah, I don't bond at all
So-
with my kid. I just have her do it for me.
You just have her do it for you.
Yeah.
No, my kids love me for a little bit.
I think she used to love me, so that works.
I won't spend too much time on it because you guys have all seen Mythic Legions before. But Travis, yeah, get on Travis. I mean, that was for Patreon, but get on Travis's lives. He gets drunk and he gives away stuff. So I got a Faustia here. This is my first Mythic Legion I've ever actually owned in hand, and I'm not gonna open it up because she's bouncing around in there. But that was really amazing of Travis, and I thank him again.
So let me ask you, now that you've had the chance to open one and play with it, what are your thoughts?
Oh, I'm in trouble. My wallet's in trouble. I also picked up a couple more from Travis's booth, and then I do have some coming from the Horsemen from those first in stock sale. They're amazing. I always knew they were amazing. For me, it's a lot of the storyline. I need a good story. So now with this video game coming up, this is where I'm like, okay, I can get into this. I'm going to have something that tells me who these people are, why we care about them. I know I'm weird like that. Like I said with my podcast, it's all about the stories, so I need that. And so that's just a great jumping on point here to get into it. And, and then I bust it open and I see that she got a sweet alternate head, like Travis said, and now I'm like, I need two of her, So it's
That's like the worst part.
it's gonna be. There's so much in there. I don't even know what to do. There's like this gray piece that looks like it snaps onto her back. I don't even know what to do with that. What that's supposed to be like.
That's where I sat too, and then I talked to these guys. Like, I mean, if you get other pieces and stuff to hook to them and all this, like they don't necessarily.
Oh, so it's just random. It is just random stuff.
Kind
'cause
of.
I'm
At
like,
least that's the way I look at it. So
It's there's a couple different pieces in there. One is a wing adapter. It's so
Okay.
you could Four Horsemen have wings. You could put wings on her if you wanted.
now I need a third one to put wings on.
Yeah. Then they also there's a piece in there that works pretty well. Even you can put. I've seen people use it to hang bows on.
That's probably the smaller.
that little
smaller
plug.
one.
Yeah,
Yep. And I'm pretty sure you can even put shields in it. At least you could, but I don't think that's exactly what it's made for. But people have used them for a lot of different.
Yeah,
things.
because that bigger one looks like where her pauldrons go in, and I'm like, but why would I want a pauldron back there? But with wings, I guess.
Yes, that's what it is. Yep.
Next thing I got this off eBay. It's a little beat up, and they got some days marked off, but it's the Masters of the Universe Lay's Potato Chips 1986 calendar.
Oh,
you know
this
what's
is cool.
You know
This
what's
is
fucked up
awesome.
is I think I have the She-Ra 86 Lay's
nice.
calendar.
Wow.
So
I love to get that.
wow.
Look at that art in there. And yeah, they cross off some days, but the artwork is all like pretty much pristine.
Which is really what you're getting it for.
Oh, absolutely.
sometimes I get excited when there's stuff like marked
Wrote-
off or some
wrote it.
kid's name in
Yeah.
there.
But he
You're like,
gives up like
yeah.
right in February. He's like, okay, I'm done with it. Like we all did with calendars.
Right,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, it's all that vintage box art, but with no text on it, no anything.
Yeah.
So it's
Beautiful.
absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
Aw, I look in the back
Thanks.
and I'm kind of feel sad.
That's not the prize.
I feel kind of sad because in the back it's like asking like who their friends are and stuff, and there's nothing filled in.
Yeah, he never made it that far. And the last thing,
Maybe he died.
that's dark.
Oh, maybe
Wow.
he died
I'm sorry,
in
guys.
February.
Dark.
Yeah, sorry, I went there.
And the last thing I want to give a shout out to one of my listeners. He listens to you guys too because he was in the contest. Skelly Vader.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's a great guy.
we love that dude.
I've got in a bunch of cool. He does these Motu Misfits Jeremy will
yes.
get it closer
Yep.
for you guys at home. But just take a look at those. It's just little characters he does. And I want you guys to... I want that 3-faced one, but you guys pick one of those and take it home with you.
What?
So, yeah.
Look at that.
He does. It's just his own little unique style. And he's on Etsy. You can find him on all the pages.
Super cool.
So
Oh wait, somebody wanted to see the.
they want to see
artwork.
the art in the calendar,
Oh,
too.
for the calendar.
Yeah. And he numbers them all on the back. They're all individually numbered, one-of-a-kind pieces
There's the
on these
cover.
little blocks of wood. He just does great
I'm gonna
stuff.
take Spikor.
Asshole.
I'm kidding.
He even does. He even does.
Beast Man's your favorite though.
He even does little things on the boxes there too. He's
Well, that's fun. They're in like
business suits.
business suits.
Yeah.
Those are pretty dang cool.
Yeah. Take one too if you want, Travis. Have at it.
Pretty cool.
But yeah, does just some cool stuff. Check him out, Skelly Vader. He's on Etsy. He's all over Facebook. It just combining Skeletor with Vader. But he's a good guy.
Nice. I'm gonna take the Beast Man because Beast Man's cool.
Oh, but I got one more thing I want to show you guys. And this I didn't get recently, but I love showing it off whenever I get a chance, especially among fellow He-Man fans. And this is my stand-up
Oh, I've seen this.
for the VHS.
Yeah.
What?
That you can either hang it, just
On
careful.
my wall at
Don't
my
let
house?
don't let Steve handle it. It
He
was
only messes up action.
you could
figures.
either do it as a stand-up. This was the base, and then the He-Man and Tila,
Yeah.
and it sat in the stores to advertise the Magic Windows video cassettes.
That's cool.
I even still have the instructions that came with it. So
Wow.
just
Beautiful.
a cool.
Hang on, let me get this on.
Just a
Beautiful.
cool little piece of history. Great artwork. Looks just like it did back in the day. So, and all of that is right off the
this part would
VHS.
actually like go.
It would sit on top. It would like plug in there.
Yeah.
And so as you're walking down the aisle, you'd be like, "Mom, gimme!"
cool.
Yeah.
That's super cool and beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, clean.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Spikor.
Nice. Travis, I'm gonna need your knife that you were getting out for me earlier, for one, and I'm gonna give this to Jeremy. And Jeremy, cut this baby open while I talk about this, please, if you would. So, all right, I did a video on
Don't cut you.
in the support group. I did get my Spawn Kickstarter. I did open the classic Spawn up. And I talked about it for quite length. It did an unboxing, but I wanted to talk about it a little bit more here because now that I've had a chance to mess with him, I wanted to talk about that this is a great looking figure. It's not very fun though. Not very fun at all. You can't do a whole hell of a lot with this thing.
Is it
He's not super
not very
posable.
posable?
He has a lot of articulation in him. You can't use most of it. You can't squat him down. You can't open his legs too far because that'll make his cape go down and hit the ground further, and then then that'll lean him forward.
I don't know why they just don't make fucking statues.
Why? Because now he
Might as
should just be
well.
a statue.
Yeah.
It really should. His arms. So like he's got this gun, and I like to have my Spawn with a gun. I think it looks cool, but you can't do like his arms won't go up because of the way his cape. It only goes up this far.
Oh no.
So you can't do like where he's holding the gun like this. Like
Right.
you could on
Just gotta kind of
straight
sit
up
up
in the
front.
air. Maybe you could have like what I would have done with him if I could have is maybe have a gun like this and then have his what is that called necroplasm shooting out of his other hand. But you can't even put his other hand stretched out like that to do that because how do you get his it can stretch it out but it don't go up anymore because it hits his cape. So you can only do like a, and
So it has the articulation, but they made it so you can't even use it.
you can't use
Yeah,
okay.
they kinda
But the one
wasted
thing
it.
we do got that's awesome is
Sex?
you can put that toe up.
Oh, thank God. I was so worried.
You can't crouch him. You can't put his legs too far apart because, like I said, you can't like bend him forward. He's got a waist thing, but if you bend this forward, then the weight of him, there's no way. I mean,
There's no way.
well, he's still resting back on his cape,
Yeah.
but you can't.
Okay.
His cape does not close around him. Even if you put him straight down, let's put him in a static straight down pose here.
Curtis says we need some Todd talk.
Okay, well,
The voice. Yeah.
what I really don't want people doing is just getting these toys and putting them into poses that I didn't approve. I know when I draw my comic books, I like to take them and make them kind of like doing all crazy articulation, maybe put his foot in front of his head or something like that, and have all these whoop-de-whoops and dippity-dops around there. And but when you play with my toys, Todd does that. No one else can do that. These are my characters, so I'm going to make sure that, I'm going to give you options, especially in the toes and the fingers and the hands. But other than that, we're going to just kind of stay. I put enough sex in it where you shouldn't have to play with it anyways. I mean, he's got that sexy kind of twist in his torso, and that's really all you need. You don't need any more than that. I don't know why these people want to play with these toys. I'm the artist. I decide, and thank you for supporting me on the most successful Kickstarter in all the world and all the universe, because I hear that not just planet Earth, I'm the best ever, everywhere, and thanks for supporting the Toddfather.
Steven, I saw your box.
Yeah.
It looked the same size as mine. How many figures were in it?
3.
Are they all the same?
No. You didn't watch the video.
Nope. He's like, I just throw money at shit.
This is the click.
Okay.
This is the Kickstarter.
Okay.
Classic version.
Okay.
And then there is the modern version where he has the one leg that has that big fat
gauntlet. Yep.
gauntlet around it and stuff, and it comes with a few different little things, and then there's like the same version as this sculpt. Excuse me, but it's like unpainted. It's like a test shot.
Now, sorry, is that cape removable?
No, it's not meant to be removable. You have to rip it off or.
So what are you gonna do with yours?
The best way, now that I've opened them, I probably will keep it because he does. Okay, I do. Well, here's the goods. Beautiful paint job. Here, I'll pass them around. Beautiful paint. He still looks very cool standing there. You can't. But you're just gonna have him in a static standing pose.
Yes.
The best way to handle him is in a flight stand, because then you can twist his legs and kind of do some things.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about his cape hitting. So I probably will put him in a flight stand of some sort and make him, at least I could have his cool Todd hand, because, Todd does that with his hands.
Todd hand.
Yeah, and and one thing that's cool is it actually kind of looks good, but notice how big his hands are. They're like way oversized. And
which is pretty cool too. The chains are pretty
the
cool.
chains are
The
cool.
chains are amazing.
I mean, it's a beautifully painted. It's beautifully sculpted.
Yeah.
His face looks amazing.
Face looks amazing. Not fun to play with.
It's a great statue.
Yep.
He just needs to do
Just do a
statues.
Because then at least maybe we could put some Todd articulation in it. Maybe he could actually have it, doing something cool in a statue, and I wouldn't have bought it.
Yeah.
Because it's a statue.
Right.
But I bought that, and that's basically a statue too, so it's lame.
Or even a lot of the statues now are doing the alternate pieces, where you can have like an arm that's out, and an arm that's up, or an arm that's holding it, whatever. But it's
True.
If that's all you're gonna do that, and
So yeah, it's even worse than I thought when I took him out. Because when I took him out on the opening video, I was like, I'm gonna put him in some poses and take some pictures. Then I tried to put him in some poses. I'm like, I can't do shit with this thing.
Yeah.
And usually I can do some good
lot.
poses with anything almost.
Yeah.
But this guy, and so okay. Moving on, I just wanted to put a final note on that. I got this box. Don't know what it is. It's from Jeff Granels. I don't know if it's for all of us. It's got my name on it, but I don't know if it's a show box or what. Oh,
there's a note.
there's a note. So I'm looking. This must be a show box.
It's a show box.
Oh, it's definitely.
We can
a show
tell.
box. All right.
I'll take Pete's stuff.
Okay. Hello, Steven, Trav, and Pete. Just wanted to send you guys a little love. I'm sending some stickers I had made of the Fallen to share.
Ooh.
That's fun.
That's super fun.
Got to give cred to Robson Roca for the image. Also throwing in a vintage He-Man puzzle I received and a toy lot. I don't collect Motu. And I'm also throwing in some tasty cake love for you guys from Philly. Mainly because I don't want Travis's moves to get too small.
Truth.
He needs
I took
something.
care of that too.
He needs something to grope. at the next Legion's Con. You guys rock. Hope
He'll
to
have
meet
us.
you when the world opens up. Jeff G. First off, we got the junk food. The tasty cake, coffee cake, cupcakes. These look fantastic.
Holy
Yes, they do.
shit.
Looks like somebody just...
Yeah, they got
are
spooge
good,
right
yeah.
in the
Ooh,
center.
yeah, as I was going to say, it blew a freaking load in them.
You guys have tasty cakes up here?
No.
No.
No. Okay.
Tasty cakes?
Yeah.
I feel like we have tasty cakes.
I don't know.
No,
well,
am I wrong?
they
I'm
all
just thinking
they
I've
all
never
looked
seen
weird
this
at them.
before.
So
More tasty cake.
Oh, I guess
yeah.
maybe not. I've never seen that. Oh, peanut
Easter
butter.
candy, and this one, look at that.
Oh, it's got cake.
Oh yeah, the crimpets are amazing.
Cakes with chocolate.
Butterscotch crimpets?
Yeah,
That
Peanut
looks
butter
amazing.
filling.
they're good.
Oh my
I don't know
god.
why you'd think we would love this stuff.
Oh my god, give me a glass of milk, motherfucker.
Oh, these are cool.
I know what
Open
Cody's
them up,
thinking.
but these are Fallen stickers of the character of the Fallen.
Cody's out there going, great, more shit for me to clean up.
If I could even, I turn it the wrong way every time. Yeah, good luck.
Didn't realize you guys
It's
like
shiny.
Transformers that much. You're all excited about the Fallen. I thought the sequel was just
Oh.
okay.
Wah, wah.
No. Now
Oh,
we're
it's
talking
that
about.
kind of a puzzle. This is cool.
Oh, the slidey puzzles?
Yeah.
Oh.
I hated those things. I always had to pop them open to get them done.
Yeah, it sucked.
These are freaking awesome.
I know. You can have one.
If you're lucky.
Ken
yeah.
Rice, we do have tasty cake in Indiana too, so, but obviously not up here.
Oh, this is cool. Thank you, Jeff. We appreciate it very much. And I am going to...
He knew I was going to be here today. That's
I'm stealing this bitch.
I am going to move one step closer to diabetes.
Well, He-Man on there for you.
So awesome. Thank you, Jeff. I took one. I figured we'll put it on.
The wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That work?
Yeah.
For sure.
That's super cool.
that is awesome.
And that dude's artwork is beautiful, by the way. I'm going to have to figure out what he draws for DC and start checking it out.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty cool stuff. Someday we'll get him on the show.
Yeah.
Other than that, this show's running really long. I did have a Through Steve's Eyes. I think I'm going to skip it today, unfortunately. But that gives you a little bit more time to watch. What is it? Stupid Crazy Love or Crazy Stupid Love or something like that?
I'm going to have to watch it.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Good
It's
movie.
enjoyable.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
All right.
I can't. I know exactly what Steve's gonna say. It's gonna be awesome.
It is definitely the sugar that helps the medicine go down.
I'm going to have to watch it before so I can really enjoy this.
Also, briefly before we go, we're going to talk quickly about Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Loving it.
Loving it. Yeah, it's
Yep.
I'm enjoying it. It's cool. I specifically am a fan of John Walker.
Ugly cap.
He's not that ugly. He's ugly in
Dude,
that
he's
shot.
got that weird bump on his nose.
Yeah,
and
but
he's
when,
just...
did you in the second show though when his mask? He's not that.
Okay,
ugly.
he's not as ugly as that one picture that looked like the guy with no teeth on UHF.
Yeah,
that
in that
says-
picture he looked like a person without their dentures in.
Yeah.
for some reason.
I loved it.
But he is awesome.
You could tell he's going to be a motherfucker. That's all I'm saying.
He always-
You really think so?
Okay, so here's the deal. If they go the comic route, Walker is still literally a superhero. okay?
Right.
Right.
He's still to this day, and now he's a U.S. agent, at
Right.
last I knew, but he to this day is still a superhero, okay? So don't get me wrong. He's a dick, okay?
But he's a good guy.
But he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Yes, he is a good guy, and, the government kind of is doing the government thing, and so I'm excited about it, and I'm looking forward to it. I personally like that actor. I've seen him in a bunch of other stuff. Usually, I think he dies. But I like him a lot. So I'm with you, Steve. I like him.
I love his. I don't know what it is about him.
He's an arrogant dick.
But
What do you mean you don't know?
Dick. He's not arrogant. He's wow. I'd love if Cap's sidekick was standing beside me.
Right.
Well, he was Cap's sidekick.
He's playing the angle. He
Yeah,
wants to
yeah.
be accepted. He wants. Seems like a military man.
He
through
seems
and
like
through.
he seems like a guy that tells it like it is, and everybody gets all.
He's a military man for sure.
I think I'm just hurt because I miss Captain America.
Well, he's
you know?
not gonna be Cap. I mean,
Right.
I know.
he's not Steve
But
Rogers.
he's
He even
Captain
said
America.
that. I'm
Yeah.
not Steve Rogers.
No one will ever be Steve
No one's
Rogers.
gonna be Steve Rogers.
No.
But this guy, I'm loving his energy, his charisma.
I love it too. I
His,
love it.
You know, and when who was it? Bucky gets out of jail there, and they're like, "Who got you? Got? I didn't get you." He's like, got his hand over, like, "Yeah, I did that." Fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
cool.
I loved it.
I mean, I'm like, yeah, that is. He is exactly how I want to be
I
if
love
I was
his-
a superhero.
I knew
He's-
you were
he's
gonna
me.
love him.
He can use that shield. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
Man.
well, that's the only thing is John Walker isn't enhanced, is he?
That's the thing. That's the angle. I'm thinking maybe he might be.
I think
He's
they did.
gotta be.
I
I think
think
they're
they did
alluding
something
to
to
that.
him.
Because how are you gonna whip that shield around and do that stuff like he did?
Right.
You
I
know.
think so.
But you just wait though. Falcon is going to do the same, and he's not going to be enhanced. So
Yeah,
that is going to have to be something you're just going to have to accept, that a dude can throw around a. I mean, what's that shield got to weigh? I mean, they could say it's vibranium and everything, but there's no
to
way
have the reflexes
Yeah.
to
to
catch
whip it
it.
around and ding 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 and grab it and stuff. You need.
Well,
to be
remember they
enhanced.
said he tested off the charts. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for Falcon to eventually do it, which we all know is coming, I mean, you saw that opening of that first episode. Like, that dude's got reflexes. He's
Oh, yeah.
been
He's a beast.
he's been
That-
trained for this.
That
whole,
intro
Oh my
to
God.
that episode was like, I was like, oh my God, Marvel. God, you're
Right.
fucking killing it. Felt like a movie. Like,
Now- oh, exactly. The
yeah, I know.
production
We
values.
never got to see Falcon do, like, we got to see him do some shit.
Yeah.
But this, I was like, wow.
My buddy,
You're making me give a shit about this guy.
my buddy goes, the aerial fight scene is
Yes.
the best I'd ever seen.
That
Yeah.
is-
Ever. And he goes, it reminds me of like Iron Man 1-ish, like where you were just kind of watching something going,
Yeah, I
this-
caught some vibes of
holy
that
shit,
too.
this looks
Yeah.
real. Like
And how
it
they'll do
looks-
like the zoom in on his face, kind of like how
yeah.
they did with Iron Man and stuff.
and
Go ahead.
just the fact that you got the decompression, you don't have to wrap all this up. So
Mm-hmm.
you can spend, 10, 15 minutes on just this fight scene because you've got the whole season to tell the story. Whereas
Exactly,
in a 2-hour
yeah.
movie, you're not eating up 10 minutes. That's ridiculous.
This is the future.
I love it better. I think all these shows are going to be better than any of the movies because you've got time to give a damn.
Yeah.
Imagine if we got a Cap, Iron Man, Thor story in a miniseries like this.
10 hours long.
Let's say they're they're caught in the negative zone, or they're someplace and it's them doing like weird adventure. Like there was a fun comic where those three were like in Camelot or something, and they didn't have their powers, but they were, they were still them. And I mean, I just think about how these miniseries could really just be like these amazing in-depth character development, amazing battle scenes.
It's so weird because I was not really excited about these shows. I was like, I mean, I don't even really need Disney Plus, I guess, whatever. And then, like, I started watching WandaVision, and I'm like, all right, I'm fucking intrigued. And through that whole thing, oh, wonderful. And then I'm like, well, I'm definitely in for Falcon Winter Soldier, and woo, they're delivering it. Man, I feel so bad for Bucky. Just feel bad for that guy.
I feel bad for Bucky too because he had to deal with the worst character in the whole freaking show so far. Therapist. What the hell was that bitch? Oh,
liked her.
just throw in every second. I was a good soldier. Oh, you were, huh? You were. You dried up, raising 80-year-old. You hit menopause back in 1982, and you were out there trudging on the front lines. Oh, I suppose they'd like to drag your ass around. You're kicking ass with those spindly legs. You Jesus criminy. Oh, I was a good soldier. Oh, were you? Fuck that. You were not. They didn't even let girls be on the front lines back when you were in the war back in 1941. Jesus freaking God. Stop it. Quit acting like you're I mean, I know what it's like. I was on there were you a nurse? Oh, no, I was out there kicking ass.
How'd you feel about Isaiah?
He was mad.
Would you be?
I don't know.
You got put in jail for 30 years so they could fucking test on you, and
I guess I forgot.
And no
that,
one
but he
talks
did
about
say-
no one talks about the original Captain America was fucking black.
He's not the original because they said it was during Korea. I mean, I think he was in the comic story. Wasn't that the idea? But they mentioned him in Korea.
No, I understand what you're saying because actually Cap is the original.
In the MCU timeline, I don't think.
No, and that's probably even the comic. You're probably right.
Right.
Yep.
I think so. I mean, I could be wrong. I know of that story. I've never read it. Yeah, you're right. He did say they put him in jail, didn't they? Yeah, and they tested his blood. I guess that's apparently where the super serum is coming from. Yeah. Maybe.
And who was testing on his blood?
Hydra? Who? America?
I would bet America.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No. America's the good guys.
No. They're the ones trotting out the new super soldier here. Let's just...
I feel like there is going to be a lot of this show, and don't get me wrong, because I think it's going to be. I mean, we're seeing it already. There's them not being able to get to the loan. There's the interaction with the police officers. There is going to be a lot of like kind of fucking like deep stuff in this show, and WandaVision was the same way.
Yeah.
You know, that was PTSD, and Bucky, my God, dude.
Oh.
I mean,
yeah, hanging out with the old dude and knowing that he just freaking killed the kid, like,
I mean, it's some real deep stuff.
And the interaction between the two as well. You know?
I love it.
Bucky and Sam.
Explain to me what I missed. Okay. Why did Bucky and Sam go in after the flag burgers or smashers? They didn't have any weapons. Why was Bucky running around without a gun?
Or a knife. Nah.
I think he's trying not to hurt anyone.
Yeah, that's what the thing. He can't hurt people.
Because when she said, "Okay, you guys go out and do your thing" or whatever, he's like, "Yeah, rule number 2 or whatever." And he's talking about how he.
That's going to be part of this. My opinion is that's going to be part of this, and then we're going to get an episode where Bucky's going to go, you know what? Fuck this.
Fuck the rules.
Yeah. I didn't get that. That's what. If that's. I guess. I hope that's it. Because I was like, this is stupid.
No, I think that's the whole premise of it. And even
Sam didn't have any weapons either.
And Sam usually has. Sam has those like mini, I don't know, Tech 9s or whatever. Remember, Sam's got two like you know, and so there wasn't a ton of that either. Now, don't get me wrong. Motherfuckers getting killed in this show.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit! Like no. Like we're gonna blow up helicopters. We're gonna. I mean, they didn't. I mean, they did not care. And I also really love that. I understand what you're saying, but I also, if Bucky would have had a weapon, that scene would not have happened. Like Bucky is a fucking machine.
Yeah,
and he literally would have just. I don't even care if they're super soldiers. I mean, I think Bucky would have killed them all.
Well, Bucky's a super soldier. It makes sense.
And not only is he super soldier, years and years of your life, all your life was killing people. That's what your life. Oh, hey, thanks. We're gonna thaw you out. You know,
and he's having nightmares about it all the time.
Right.
Yeah. Rough.
I could not even imagine. And then I look at the interaction with him and Mackie. I knew this was gonna be good because of watching interviews with those two just hanging out together.
Yeah.
They love each other. And they like to have fun. So I knew this was already going to have that, like,
they're
fun.
They're looking at each other and they're like, are you guys having a staring contest? I'm like, fuck yes. It's awesome.
So good. Yeah, I'm super excited. And what we know is going to happen, it's almost like, I think, not every episode, but I think there's going to be something little fun. Isaiah was, obviously Zemo.
Well, right, Zemo, and there's something with Isaiah's grandson or son or whatever too. I mean, I watched I think it's Screen Crush or there's some stuff where because I miss a lot of shit even though I'm focused, and they're pointing out that he could be somebody else as well. So
he is in the comics. Isaiah's grandson had to get a blood transfusion from Isaiah because he was dying. He then has the super
soldier serum in his blood.
Yeah, I think if there was kind of a weird. They did a couple weird angles on it and stuff, but that's the premise.
Why was Isaiah mad at Sam and them? Sam and the Winter Soldier.
I think Isaiah is mad at anyone who is. Well, let's be honest. I think Isaiah is just mad.
Yeah.
And I think if you are remotely tied to the government, I mean, Bucky, if you're Isaiah, I don't care if you got a pardon. You killed 20 of my best friends in the military until they sent me in.
Yeah, but that was years ago, and Bucky said he's sorry.
He did say he's sorry.
He got a haircut and everything. He's a different guy.
Yeah. It is a fun show that I think is gonna be. And it's hard telling because a lot of people, I think, were let down by WandaVision. They had just these grand ideas of Doctor Strange is going to have to be in the end, and it's going to be Mephisto.
If you have all, but we're all being let down by ourselves, really.
Yes.
You know, we're all like, this is, you know, and it's been brought up a lot in videos where and at this point we're kind of like trained to just be prepared for the next thing instead of focusing on what's happening right now.
I almost feel like Disney's making us.
They are.
Yeah.
Like,
and I don't,
back.
and I'm good with it.
Me too.
I'm good with it. Give me tons of stuff like this.
I love the conversation where he was saying we are either fighting robots, wizards, or something else. Aliens.
Yeah.
He's like wizard.
It's one of the big three.
So he's a sorcerer.
Yeah,
He's a
it's
wizard, without a hat.
I just thought of that right now. I find
So good.
I love Falcon. I love him. This show to me, I don't know. I'm gonna say it, and I still have regrets from when I said it from Heroes. I said they literally cannot ruin this show. They can't ruin it. I said that about Heroes, and then the next season was one of the worst shows I've ever seen. But regardless, I think this show is going to be beautiful.
I think they're putting a lot of care into it, and they know how to keep us going. And you know, and the fact that like a show gets done, and then like a couple weeks later, boom, there's a new one.
That's
and you're like, oh my god! And, you know, Loki's going to be coming, the Black Widow movie, and there's other stuff too. I can't remember right now.
What if?
Oh yeah, what
What
if?
If?
What if's
right.
gonna be? What if? If you're a
That's gonna
comic
be
book
fun.
reader, you're
I
gonna
loved
love
What
What If.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just fun, and then they'll bring everybody else along for the ride.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then especially once they get going, they can actually release movies set in this current
Holy shit.
timeline. That's going to be even better. Like I don't feel WandaVision's over because we got to see Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness to really
And
see
I think
the
that's
end
what all
of
these
that.
are doing. They're all
Right,
leading
it's
up
like-
to a big movie event. So
So you think back, we thought they'll never be able to capture that 10 years of building up to Avengers.
and I'm still hesitant.
And I get it. But now, seeing what they're doing with these shows, I think they're going to do it differently. But I think the buildup is even more going to be...
Probably why they're doing it, because they know that right out the gate, they're not going to be able to top what they did.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to build it and generate some interest and get you like, I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Who's the big baddie? You know,
Yeah.
what are we all building up to? So
Well, and the fun thing about this, too, and I know our fans are the same way, you've got people that want to see... got people that want to see Sam hold that shield.
yeah,
Right.
You got people that want to see Bucky hold
Yeah.
that shield. You got people that are like, fuck those two, get Steve back.
right,
And
right.
there's a chance we're all going to be happy. I mean, there is a very good chance we're all going to be happy.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about it. How about, real quick, I just want to say this. When he fucking used his wings as a shield.
Yeah.
He
what?
did that all the way back in Civil War.
Did he that good?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Still
right.
cool.
Yeah. God, I still, though.
Because I just watched Civil
That's
War and he.
I gotta go back and watch Winter Soldier and Civil War.
Yeah, because after WandaVision, like, it would always go, suggested next. And it's like, maybe I should put that on.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Oh, so good.
Now here's something that's amazing too. My wife, she's watched some stuff. She'll watch the Spider-Man stuff with me. She watched first Avengers, but she doesn't watch everything. But I started watching WandaVision, and she caught some of it, and she's like, well, what's this about? You know, it intrigued her, and we went back and watched through the whole series together. Now, I don't know if she's going to want to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier too, but...
Oh, man, you lure her in
But
with a
that's
back
it.
rub.
But
That's how it works. That's exactly. Laura's
That's it.
watched all of it with
Yeah.
me because she's like, if you give me a back rub, I don't give a fuck what you watch. I'm like,
But even the old stuff, like you said, it comes up at the end like, oh, you should watch Age of Ultron.
yep.
And because I've had to fill her in on some stuff for WandaVision, because obviously she doesn't know any of that. But now she's like, well, we should watch Age of Ultron, and we should watch Endgame, and we should watch, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Because now she's like, okay, the storytelling is that good. You get my wife, who has never gave a damn about comics, anything, but she's like, she's getting interested in this world because it's so good. The stories are so good. The acting is so good.
Yep.
And I mean, that's just a
It's
testament
getting
to
all
what
of
they're
us to
doing.
go back and kind of want to watch them again.
I do
too.
right. I'm
so,
like, I forgot about that. You know.
yeah.
Chris, Falcon had Red Wing till Enfys Nest smashed it. That's not how you say her name, but that's what her name was.
In Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pick this little girl to be a badass all the time, and I'm like,
well, when
come
she's
on.
a super soldier, though.
I guess it kind of works, but come on.
Now, Maverick Savalama Ding Dong, he had one earlier. It might be gone now, but he thinks about episode 4. Walker's going to turn evil. Now, on record, do you guys think Walker's going to turn evil? And did you guys see the leaked toys, the wave? Did you guys see that?
I have not.
No, I haven't seen the leak.
I have seen it, but the only leak really was the color of Falcon's outfit, right?
That and the fact that they refer to the new Captain America on the toys as U.S. Agent.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yep.
well, yeah, you're saying yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But for me, that tells me, like Steve said earlier, he might kind of be an ass, but I don't see him turning evil because he's not going to be the villain.
Did U.S. Agent turn evil?
U.S. Agent has had bouts with being the bad guy. Yes. And sometimes it's because he does what the government tells him. He's a good soldier.
Right.
So there was times where the U.S. government in the comics was, I mean, we've already seen Steve be on the run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Falcon even referenced it. We've already seen that.
Yeah.
I can't recall him being just a straight up villain. But then again, let's be honest. What superhero character hasn't played both sides?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, their comics have been out for 60 years.
We need to stop.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
It's 316. This is episode 316. I don't give a damn.
I just got to throw in there. Go see Nobody. It's fucking awesome.
All right, everybody. I got to look for my music. Thanks for sharing this with us. Glad you're here. I don't want to talk anymore.
Thanks for having us on the show, guys.
Yeah.
Closing out episode 209.
Thanks, Matthew. Thanks, everybody.
New toys at 5 o'clock today on the website.